Happy Thursday, everybody. How are we doing? It's almost the weekend. Or no, it is the weekend for those of us living in the Middle East. Thank you, Josh, for the 8 months. Thank you. Almost here, buddy. Hold on. Yeah, so over here the weekend is Friday and Saturday. For most of you folks in Europe and the US and everywhere else, it's Saturday and Sunday, right? It used to be Thursday and Friday for us, but then they changed it at some point. Some Arabic countries still had the Thursday and Friday system, but they also changed some of those. I think Saudi Arabia used to be like that, but then they also made it Friday and Saturday. But anyway, fellas, welcome. Hello, welcome. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's been 5 days. And I know what you're thinking. Leon, 5 days. What have you been doing in those 5 days? Hold on, let me tell you. Trails into Reverie came out. I've been really busy with that. Been spending a lot of time with that game and it's really fun. Chat is broken today. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Chat, stay with me. ما عليك عبد الرحمن وجودك كفاية والله. The new Gaiden interview. Yeah, we're gonna watch that in a bit. But, oh man. Chat, please show up. Where are you at? Oh no. What is going on? Well, hold on. Maybe there is something we can do about that. What if? Oh, this'll... I guess this'll have to do for now. There we go. Yo, thank you for the gifted sub, Shin. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, this'll have to do. You won't be able to see the Twitch or BTTV emotes, but better than nothing. Anyway, we got a new Gaiden interview, so where was I? Wait, let me pause this. Yo, thank you for the 2 months, Wildcraft. Thank you. How long did you start learning English? Out of jokes, if you didn't talk Arabic, I would have thought you're American. I don't have a specific time. I've kind of been, I kind of immersed myself in the language ever since I was very young. And I guess because of that, you can say ever since I was a toddler. I don't know. Anyway, new Gaiden interview, fellas. New Gaiden interview. Here we go.
今からでも遅うない。あんたがおとなしゅうするんやったら全部話したる。獅子だ。どうせはあかんで。ケリアさん殺してどないすんねん。
Glass breaking. Here we go.
やっとかと思いましたね。もう先輩方、俳優仲間たちが出てて、やっと出れるか嬉しかったです。いや、すげえ面白かったです。驚かされた部分もあり、 こんなの酒にやられたっていうのがありますね。楽しかったです。慣れないことなんですけど、経験したことのない現場だったので、自分が体を動かしたり表情を作って演技をするわけでもなく、自分の顔で自分の声を別々でやるみたいな。で、表情はやっぱりクリエイターさんが作ってくれるっていうので、期待感も兼ねてなんかすごく楽しめましたね。男が男に惚れる人物、組織やら生き様がこう絵になる人間っていうよりも、その人のためだったらとか、その親父のためだったらっていうのが近い人間なのかなと思って、で僕もそういう部分はないわけでもないので、すごい共感できましたね。僕みたいな人気者や極道者のやってる俳優が驚くようなストーリーであります。ご期待ください。
You'll definitely love it, fans. Hell yeah. Okay, so that was a cool little Gaiden trailer kind of interview with one of the new face models that's going to show up. And I'm excited. It's still, I think the release is in November, so we still have a ways to go. Like, what, 4 months? That's not coming anytime soon. But very exciting to see all of this nonetheless. Yo, thank you some nobody for the Hannya tier. Welcome, buddy. Okay, so we need to get down to business. There's another one, right? Yeah, we watched that though during the last stream, I think. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So. Okay, fellas. Wait, let me play some music. Gotta set the mood. There we go, make this a little quiet. I think that's good. Wait. Yep, there we go. Okay, so. Yakuza tier list, fellas. It's been some time since we did this. Now, this tier list is courtesy of Judgment Bruno. They're right there in the chat. They made this very well-made tier list, like names, kind of labels on every image. So lots of good stuff here. But it is worth mentioning there are some games that aren't in this list. So games like Dead Souls, Lost Paradise, Kenzan, the Black Panther games, and the original 1 and 2 are also not here. So the original 1 and 2 not being here isn't a big issue because I'm going to compare the Kiwami version that's in here to the original one if there is anything worth mentioning. But yeah, something like the Black Panther games, for example, it's a bit of a stretch to call the long battles in that game a long battle, because really it's just a sequence of fights. But then again, you can say the same about some of the fights in the main series, so maybe there's not much of a point to be made there, but you get what I mean. Okay, no one cares about Black Panther anyway, just kidding. I love Black Panther, okay, I'm just... So, Yakuza 0. We have Yakuza 0 first and foremost. Now, you know what, might as well mute the music. You know why? Because we're gonna be watching all of these as we talk about them. So, the first fight is this one. Yakuza 0, Dojima headquarters. I think this fight is really good. For a lot of people, it set the tone for what to expect out of these games. And it did a very good job, right? Because up until this point, when you play, you're like, okay, there's a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot of text. I'm not really doing anything here. But then you get into this fight, and I feel like it changes the way you look at the game, right? So, for that reason, Let's see. Let's see. I want to say I want to save S for like exceptionally good fights. I think at the very least this goes to A. It's a very, very good fight. Sets the tone for the game. Gives you an idea of what to expect. Good soundtrack. Good pacing. You get to beat the shit out of Yonida. That's always a plus. So I think A is a good spot for this. I want to keep... Again, I want to say this just to be in the clear, I guess. But tier lists, it doesn't matter who you watch. You're going to disagree with someone. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this person thinking? How could they put this in B, C, A, S, D, whatever, F? But the point of this is, I do have some criteria, I guess, but at the end of the day, this is subjective, okay? I'm going to try to base some of these based on, you know, whether or not they have quick time events, stuff like that, really cool gimmicks in them, but not necessarily. If I just find one of them really cool more than the other, then I'll just put it in A or S or whatever. But anyway, with that out of the way, just so that we're in the clear and we understand each other, let's move on. You can always readjust them, true, but people don't care about that. In the dynamic intro tier list, I put Munakata's intro in D, or like the last tier. I think it was D because I removed F. And some people were like, imagine putting Munakata's intro in the last tier and then whatever else in the other one. When I actually, like at the end of that tier list, I went back and took Munakata's intro and took it up to like B or something. So most of the time, people really don't care about rearranging stuff. But anyway, let's see. So next up, we have the escort fight. Escort Makoto. We love those, right? Yeah, I said nobody. Now, Makoto's great, but escort battles, oh my goodness. Like, it's not super annoying, but, you know, it's an escort battle. So, when I uploaded this, I kind of linked the fight at the clinic to the rest of everything. But I mean, it can be whatever you want, but you get the idea. It's like, the core of it at the very least is this segment where you try to take Makoto from point A to point B. Look, like, I'll say this. I appreciate that they tried to come up with something new. Or can we even call it new? I think it's kind of unique, at least. It's annoying, but it tried to do something different. So I think for this reason, I will take it to C. Wait. I'm actually thinking of taking F out of this entirely. So let me just... There we go. I don't know, maybe we'll add a tier as we go on, but I think C is good for this. Yo, Cam, how you doing? So, defeat your pursuers, or whatever. The radio long battle. Let me bring that up. So, where do we put this one? I feel like it's not really anything special. Yes or no? I mean, you fight thugs. You, I don't know. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's okay. C maybe, like the radio gimmick where they try to pressure you for time and all that. I mean, it's something, but it isn't really super unique or super different. Yeah, I think I would put it in C as well. It's a good fight, and it leads up to one of the best boss fights, but for what it is, it's okay. So, let's see. We'll put this in C as well. Next up, another escort fight. Should we even watch this? Let's watch it, why not? We have all day. we're all here together, right? So this is the shorter escort fight, but it's an escort fight nonetheless. It's the one where you accompany, well, not accompany, but where you try to go with Lee to escape. And it's whatever, I think. C could probably work. Yeah, so we'll take this to C. Hold on. Okay. C. Now, the Tojo clan headquarters, that is not a C. Or is it? That was a very good one. Hold on, let me actually put the music back. There we go. Okay. So, this one. This is a very good one. I feel like it doesn't... It's hard to put it below B. Because, well, first of all, you're fighting in the Tojo clan. Like, fighting your way out of it. Second of all, you have company. You have Tachibana and you have Oda. And third, you can do tag heat actions with them. And they're actually pretty unique. They're new. Brand new, I think. They're not reused. Yeah, the heat actions alone, like... Let me just... Do we have a... Oh, look at that. Can we see the Tachibana one as well? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Soon after this. Oh, look at that. God, that Tachibana one is like infinitely cooler, but I like that they both have different ones. And also, we do have a bit of a like quick time event, I think, with the sword guy. Where was he? There we go. I do find it funny, though, how they both decide to just lay down there. Alright, Kiryu, nap time. You take care of the rest. Pretty cool fight. It does feel like the two of both of the partners with you, fight with you, and they have, like, different approaches to the combat. But yeah, very cool fight. I think this goes to at least B. I'll take it to probably A. What do we think? A is good or no? I think A is good for it. The only reason I didn't put these two in S, again, I'm trying to save S for really, for as few as I can. Just for those really, really good ones. The Nikyu Consortium. What do we think of this one? Pretty different, I'll say that. The Den of Desires. And there's Sagawa. Will you be okay, Sagawa? Yes, I have a gun. C, S, A. Oh, a lot of different opinions for this one. There was an annoying guy with fans. I hate him. Oh, I know what you mean. B. Yeah, I would... I would probably put this either in B or A as well. I want to put it in A, but... It is very original, yeah, compared to the other fights. Yeah, where's that one scene? Oh, there we go. Majima stepped into the wrong room. Yeah, this does remind me a little bit of the castle fight in 2. We never got this setting twice, did we? I don't think so. Yeah, the closest thing would be the castle in 2. Did we... I can't really think of anything. But... pretty unique fight, pretty unique setting. I think B at the very least is good for this. So... oh yeah, did we talk about... hold on. Did we talk about the guys here just coming out of the water? Look at them. Anyway, I think a B is good for this. So let's put it here. This is the first B. The Shibusawa family, the abandoned or the construction building. What do we think of this one? It's good, but I think part of it is an escort thing where you have to protect Makoto. Which isn't always bad, but like, I think B is also good for this. Hold on. Oh wait, I actually didn't put that as part of the long battles. Hold on. Yakuza 0, Shibusawa family. C, Little Short and Chainsaw. Has anyone been having these bugs on YouTube happening? You type something, you enter, and it disappears. You have to type it again. Or just me? Oh, there we go. So. Escort Makoto, the Kiryu version. And then you get to fight, where is he? Oh yeah, there's also heat action for when they grab her. But I mean, I think it's shared between Kiryu and Majima. Why does Yakuza 0 crash, but I can run Lost Judgment on my laptop? I have no idea. Optimization, I guess. Where? Oh, there we go. Finally, the Chainsaw Man. Does the car section count? I guess not, no. So, I mean, cool, but... you know what? I'm not sure if I should put this on B or C. It's not bad, but it feels a bit bland, just a little bit. Yo, Black, thank you for the 6 months. How about a drip tier list? Oh yeah, maybe we can do that too. C. Okay, well, I might actually put this in C. Because it's not bad, but it is kind of short too, so... Okay, and then we have Dojima family members rescue Makoto. What do we think of this one? I want to put this in A, but... Don't get me wrong, I really love this fight, but... I wish it had more to it. This is coming from someone who would probably spend all day, by the way, defending, or gushing over this scene. I love this scene. I really do. But... I don't know, I kind of wish it had more. Like at least a quick time event or something like that. But it doesn't have any of that. It just... It's a gauntlet, basically. But, you know, like story-wise, based on the context, this is easily S tier. I just don't know where I would... A? Are we good with A? Yeah, the build-up was really good. The execution could have been better. That's a very good way to put it. Yo, Max. A is good. Okay. A it is. Alright, so... we're putting this in A. Nikyo Consortium. Oh. we're getting to the good ones. Well, we already went through a few good ones, but I'm assuming either S or A for most of you. Either S or A, right? S tier. A. S. Gun out of 10. All the gun guys are annoying. Oh, don't forget about the bomb guys, too. Very good fight. Pretty much... Well, no, not the only time, but... just getting to see Kiryu and Nishiki fight alongside each other against all of these goons and, like, you know, being besties, for lack of a better word, was, like, more than enough for this fight to be really on the high end. But also, you do kind of... You don't really have quick time events, as far as I remember, but you do have some unique-looking mini-bosses. And then Nishiki leaves, like, less than halfway through. Pretty good, but... this had me sweating on Legend. Oh yeah, I can see it. Alaikum assalam, the 3 big boys near the end was not fun. You know what I do with those guys? Just whip out Beast. You have like 10 different chairs. Square triangle combo. They die like in 5 seconds. Pretty good fight. Really good soundtrack, but... I'm gonna have to put this in A. Let's see, where was it? There we go. So, A. Nothing personnel, chat. Don't stand outside of my house with torches and pitchforks, please. But, I'm gonna put this in A. Now, here is a very good case of bias. Let me just put a video. This fight. Where do we put this? S. S, 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 S. S. No debate. Easy S. S. Damn. Yeah, well, I'm sure you guys don't need me to say as well, but Rain... Oh, that track... I think some of you know this already, but Rain is one track that I listened to on repeat for like months, maybe, until I got absolutely sick of it. Such a good track, really good fight, although, see, this is, like I said, a case of bias where I wish there's more to this fight, but at the same time, it has a very special place in my heart. I can't not put it in S. So yeah, this is definitely an S tier. And how do I say this? I kind of already said it, but I do wish it had more quick time events, but like ones on the bloody or brutal side, because would be very fitting. Holy, yo, thank you for the super chat, Ricky. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me put that here. This would be our first S. And now we can move on to Kiwami, or Yakuza 1. And like I said, I will be talking about Yakuza 1 accordingly, like the original, as I talk about the Kiwami versions of these long fights. So let me put on the fight. No, goddammit. My browser froze. Please work. Funeral is S tier. What do we think of the funeral, chat? In the meantime, browser, please work. Holy. It's Kiwami time. Funeral is B tier, in my opinion. Fuma, dodge! Oh, I tried to warn him. So, Kiryu has to run for his life. People think he killed Fuma. But, of course, he didn't. So, really good fight. I feel like It's a very good starter for the long fights for this game, because it's just, you know, you fight your way out of the Tojo clan, which always is a good time. What else is there to say? So the Kiwami version has a different track compared to the original. I guess we can talk about that. I don't know. Might as well. The original had ID, I think it was. And this one has... What was it called? I forget it, but it's not ID. It's something else. What I'm trying to say is the replacement track for this is really good. I like it. Whereas the original had a very like funky and just a good beat. This one has a bit of an emotional tone to it. Get Over It. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Get Over It is a really good track. I love it. For the original, I mean, I would probably put this in either B or A. For Kiwami, maybe A? Because also remember, we do have an additional segment, which... where was it? There we go. Because they really wanted to implement Majima everywhere, because, yeah, Majima. Look at him. I mean, it was cool, but it's not, like, top tier for me. But, you know, Majima everywhere aside, it does make sense for him to be here. Because, I mean, it's a Tojo funeral. He would be here. And it would be like him to just pick a fight with Kiryu randomly. Because, I mean, the Shimano family are on him, and he is part of the Shimano family, so... And I also really do like how... before you leave Majima and go towards Shimano, he's like, maybe you'll see what makes him such, like... a tank or whatever. And I like that line. So I might put this in A. Yes, exactly, Azzy. That's what I was saying. So, I think A is good for this. A is good. There we go. Oh, Snake Flower Triad. I feel like chat is gonna have a field day with this one. What do we think of the Snake Flower Triad fight? It has to do with Lau Kalong, so I think we're good with putting this in D, right? And here's the Kiryu never kills me. C tier, D tier, so many weapons. B, nothing special. D, the kitchen was so frustrating. Yeah, look at all these weapons. Like, you do have options. It's not the most annoying thing out there, but yeah, I get... Like if someone tells me they hate this fight, I'll get where they're coming from. It's too short. Yeah, it is on the short side, true. I would either put this in B or C as well. Maybe B because it's a different setting compared to the other places we fight in. Guys, what the fuck? I absolutely love this fight. Yeah, we gotta have some D fights, that is true. But, we'll see. For the time being, I'm trying to really be fair to the fights. I don't think this is a D tier fight. Even if it has some annoying aspects. It's not D. Let's see. Do I like it more than the escort battles? And yeah, I think B is good. Because, like, putting this on the same tier as the escort battles, I don't think I agree with that. The Nishikiyama... Oh, the whole building segment. Okay, I really want to put this in A, because the track is really good. I love it. So in the original, you had... what was it? Oh, we forgot to kind of talk about the original version of the Snake Flower Triad long fight. So, I think it also played ID. And really, it wasn't any less or more annoying. Maybe just about the same. Maybe because of the clunkiness, it's a little more annoying. Probably would put this either here or C as well. Now, this one... hold on, let me play a video. Oh, I included the car chase for some reason when I was uploading. Okay, so, what do we think? What do we think? So in the original, they play Intelligence for Violence, or for Violence, or whatever the Nishiki family theme is called. Very good track. For that alone, I would probably put this in A, or yeah, I think A is good for the original. For the Kiwami version, I think it's not really that far off as well. Get Over It, I think, really fits this fight. And it's just a very in-your-face kind of fight, right? You just fight and fight and fight. You go to the next room, you fight, you go upstairs, you fight, and then you jump from one building to another and you fight. It's just a lot of really raw combat. And I think that's not a bad thing in itself. The stakes are high at this point of the story, and it's a really good fight. I like it. Also, I think it takes the cake for having the most amount of door transitions. Holy crap. You beat the shit out of one enemy, and Kyohei's like, huh, I'm gonna use it to open the door. You beat another one, and he does it again. You beat like 2 goons 5 meters away. He does the same thing. You beat a guy with a gun at the end of the room. He does the same thing. Which, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like, goddamn. Location looks bland. Yeah, fair enough. It's not very flashy. But, I think for the context, it isn't too bad. Because, like, Shinji came here on purpose because it looked like an abandoned place where there's nobody. So it's fine. I think I'll put this in A. Yeah, I like the door transitions as well. So, Shangri-La. This one isn't very long, is it? I think the original played ID as well. I can't remember. But, it's not, like, even though the location is unique, I didn't feel like it was super memorable. I mean, Majima's fight is, memorable, but, you know. Yeah, look at this, 4 minutes. Here we go. Oh yeah, one of the goons here, for absolutely no reason, can actually use a heat action on you. I still remember that because I went through a few playthroughs in the past, like, year or two. And whenever I get knocked down here, one of the goons just stumps me for some reason. Like, catches me off guard every single time, and I'll never get used to it. Yeah, the advanced goon, the special goon. Very strange, but you know what? That adds a bit of personality to this fight. But I mean, yeah, it's not even that long, really. It's just you go down like 1 or 2 floors. Oh, you have couch guys as well. Gotta love the good old couch guys. I mean, it's 4 minutes, so it's hard to put this above C. But yeah, the location is really cool, really classy and extravagant. So, let's see. God, there's been nothing in D tier so far. Yeah, because it's just that good. Anyway, defeat the mob. What do we think? Oh god. I think this one is pretty annoying. Mainly because there is one random goon, and for some fucking unknown reason, they decide to give him the Kazuma moveset. And he's really annoying with it. Story-wise, I mean, you know, the context of this fight is really cool, but... So, you waiting for me? Oh god, legendary. So, pretty good fights. Again, story-wise, but... Other than that, it's just a street fight, really. The wall jumps. Oh yeah, the wall jumps are nice. The entirety of Kiwami got erased from my memory. Yeah, I don't blame you. Pretty mid. B. I think B is good, yeah. Should have had Haruka fight alongside you. Facts. True. Do we agree or no? Women, money, power, and women. God. It's funny how Black Panther 1 really loves that. They always talk about power, money, women, whatever. Very reminiscent of Yakuza 1. But anyway, I feel like for the most part, my rankings of the Kiwami version and the original version aren't really that different, so it's whatever. So... we'll put this in B. I think B is good for this. B, there we go. There's not many entries in B anyway. Defeat the MIA. Okay. I think most of us agree this is either C or D. Like, no one has a good time here. Because, yeah, you like guns in Yakuza Combat, where, like, they stun you for 10 seconds? Well, you came to the right place. This might actually be the first D. SSS, yes! Oh, this one isn't even that long, actually, it seems like. Haruka, hide. Okay. You like guns? Do you? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Ds. I'm glad. I will leave D tier for Yakuza 3. God damn. Rare footage of Kiryu fighting while being the chairman of Yakuza. True. I had that dragon shirt. No problems on my end. Fair enough. Leon, didn't we forget the Shimano one? Right. Well, that's not on the list, but I don't know if I'd say that's a long battle, actually, because there's a story fight on the boat, and then you fight with Shimano as a boss. So, MIA long battle makes me want to use a golden gun. Yeah, like, even with the context of the story, you don't really care for the MIA, right? It's just like a whatever group. Oh, they like guns. They're super secret agents. Cool. Don't care. We have to put something in D. This might as well be the first one. It's not horrible, but, like, you know, it's not really the most fun or unique thing. So... the list includes, I'm assuming this is like the entirety of the fight before Jingo. So, what do we think of this one? Wait. I might have to pull this one up. Do-do-do-do. F minus. Whoa! Why? You telling me you don't miss this guy? Come on. Here we go. So this fight is basically, oh, you liked the fight with the guns? Here's a worse fight with guns. They probably knew what they were doing with this. It's not like it was like a part that was badly translated over, but I don't know. Like it's better than the fight at the bottom floor of the Millennium Tower, but also it's Jingo. Yeah, the setting is good, the music is good, but guns. Man, the amount of guns really take out the fun sometime. I think C is good for this, if I'm trying to be fair. Like, there's a lot to admire about this fight, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I guess personal enjoyment also factors into the ranking, so either B or C. I don't know, man. Do I prefer this more than the escort battles? I can't believe I'm thinking about this for this long. I think it's mid-low. I think C is not too bad. I gotta give it credit for some things, which I did mention, but like, I don't know. Okay, well, let's just put it in C for now and not spend like 5 hours talking about it. So with this, we're done with Kiwami 1 and Yakuza 1. Oh yeah, God, I keep forgetting to talk about the original versions of these fights. So, the original of this is arguably more annoying, actually. So, the original version of this fight might actually go lower than this one here. I think... I'm trying to recall a certain experience from when I played it last time, but I think I died like a few times, and like... They don't give you much time to recover in the original. Which is funny because Kiwami can be the same sometimes, but I felt like it was especially bad with the first game, with the original. And as for this fight, the original is really easy. Like, it's embarrassingly easy. Even Jingo himself is super easy. Probably would go either here or B as well. Like, really, not that much different. He said the original takes less time than Kiwami. Yes, because it's way easier. Recover from what? Animations. So, in the original, they shoot you down. As soon as you get up, they probably will shoot you down again. It's just really fun trying to close the distance between you and the enemies. So, yeah. Are spin-offs included? Yes, not all of them, though. So, both Judgments, Ishin is here. But that's about it. Lost Paradise is not here. Black Panther is not here. Kenzan is not here. Okay. So, we're done with Kiwami. Let's move on to Kiwami 2. Or Yakuza 2. Looks like Kiwami 2 doesn't have as many... Or wait. So, the first one. Show me a lion page. It's something. It's not the worst. But in the Kiwami version especially, you have some of these you have some of the couch even though it's not the worst problem in the world, but or you destroy enemies on the way. What's called destruction. That is... Oh god. I'm sorry guys, can you hear me now? Okay. Where was I? Oh god. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Okay. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. It's a good fight. It's not really anything special. I was talking about the couch guys. So, it's not really the biggest problem in the world, but you have some of the couch guys. And you don't have a heat action like you do in Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 to deal with them. And that's really annoying. It's not the worst problem in the world, but the fact that they didn't think of bringing that back when couch guys are here is, I don't know what they were thinking. There's a hair in my mouth. Anyway. So yeah, the couch guys were pretty annoying in this fight, but there were nothing you can deal with. And then you have the quick time event over here, which is changed from the original, because in the original, Kiryu gets on the chandelier and he like punches it until it lands on them, which is funny because he punches it for like a minute straight, and the guys just stare at him. So it's easy to see why they changed it like this. Kind of makes more sense, because why the fuck would you look at a guy on top of a chandelier trying to punch it down? I can only remember your Kiwami 2 stream and Jimmy swinging from the chandelier. Oh yeah. And we had a crash here, if I remember right, from one mod. Didn't know about the chandelier the first time. Oh, yeah. Well, there's that. Wait, let me... Yeah, so overall, it's a cool fight. The soundtrack is cool, but I don't know if I'd put this above C. What about you guys? Yo, stylish? C, maybe B? I don't know. Yeah, the filterless mod. That's it. B, C, B, B. It's okay. B. C at best. B. We need music. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna add that. That's what I was gonna add. You know, there's a few things that I do appreciate about this fight. The fact that you can find stuff stowed away in a room, like weapons. That you can store armor as well, I think. Heal items, stuff like that. So, for reasons like that, I think I can take this to B. Why not? With that out of the way, though, let's add that music. So, where is it? B. Might prefer... Well, I'm not really gonna do this, because if we do this now, it's gonna take a lot of time. Oh, do I prefer this or that? Let's see. No. See what I mean? We're gonna have to do this for the rest of the entries that we put, and then every other upcoming one. Let's see. Oh god. Man in Black. How do we feel about Man in Black? I feel like this is a fight where a lot of you would probably put this in B, but because Man in Black is a thing, you'd put this in D. Am I wrong? Or am I wrong? C to D, this fight was really uninspired. Damn. Here you guys go, your favorite goon! In the flesh, baby. God, it's still hilarious to me how Man in Black in the original was nothing like this. He was embarrassingly easy. The knife boots didn't even exist. Just no matter how much I think about it, it's really weird to me how out of everybody in the entire game, they decided to buff this guy. Which, I don't mind, but like... I don't know, just make someone like Hayashi, for example, have an ace up his sleeve that we didn't see before. I don't know, you know what I mean? But, pretty cool nonetheless. I like when there's like these differences that aren't always the same. I died 4 times here. Yeah, it's not horrible, but some stuff have to go to D, so I might take this to D. So, let's see. There you go, buddy. Nice and easy. Shangri-La Ruins. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I think this was a horrible one. Like, even worse than this one. Just because it kind of felt really janky. Like, especially janky. I think you had a couple of couch guys that... I don't know. Like, the couch guys aren't humans. They're magnets. When you find them, wherever, and you try to move them, you can't move them. They, like, automatically reattach themselves to where they used to be. And also the thing where you have to throw stuff on enemies, and, like, I didn't think it was fun. Yeah, the throwing knives, thank you. Should we even show a video of this? Might as well, I guess. Oh yeah, I also thought it was funny how Kaoru does accompany you here, but she takes a backseat for all of the long fights until you get to the last fight. God, look at that little shit in the back. You telling me that's... Yeah, there we go. Now that's satisfying to see. Okay, so... Probably D tier. Let's put it here. Osaka Castle. You know, just to kind of preface or say this right now, I don't think the original would be much different from this placement. Same thing for here, and yeah. Now the Golden Castle, I think everyone can at least agree that this is one of the most unique fights in all of the franchise. I remember when a goon fell in the pit. Oh yeah. And I somehow managed to shoot him with a shotgun. So, the Osaka Castle is one of the most memorable fights in all of the franchise, I think. It's stupid, it's unrealistic, but we don't care about realism in this house. I just think whatever they did here is absurd, and I love it. But the turret room, fuck that shit, holy. Maybe it's just the Kiwami version that's annoying, but my god, I hate the turret room so much. Wait, let me put a video. Like, I want to take it above B, but man... I want to give them props, though, for experimenting and, like, trying to do new stuff, I guess. You have ninjas, you have the traps and everything. The maze-like rooms. Like, everything about this fight is really cool and interesting and unique. But, where's the fucking turret room? Oh, there we go. Last time I played this game, when I was using the Jimmy mod, I had a horrible time in this room. Like, I think I went downstairs for some reason. I wanted to go back upstairs, and I couldn't. I spent like minutes trying to actually just go up the stairs, because they would keep shooting me, and Jimmy would keep ragdolling his way down the stairs, and I can't do anything. I just had to keep at it and like just keep pushing on above the stairs. And eventually, thankfully, I managed to do it, if you're wondering what happened. But, oh my god, that was an annoying fight. So yeah, I'll fuck this guy too. So, this... I want to put it on B. I want to put it higher, but man, it definitely has stuff that drags it down. Now, the original might go a tier above, maybe? Or maybe it'll stay the same. I don't know. The Secret Flame Sword. Yeah, like, all of the stuff you can find is really cool. Always a big thumbs up for that stuff. I like when you get rewarded for exploring. The Jingwan Mafia on the highway. I think this can... The fact that you can throw them off of the, like, the trucks was really fun. Or what do we think? This is something you couldn't do in the original, as far as I remember. So you can just, like... Do I do it here? Yeah, there we go, there we go. So this was fun. The setting was pretty nice. But then I think as soon as you get on this truck, like the two of them side by side, you couldn't throw them out anymore, which really sucked. I couldn't understand why you couldn't do that anymore. It has good things about it, but it also has bad things about it, like Men in Black. But we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, as soon as you get on this part of the fight, you can't throw them off of the truck anymore, which really sucks. Maybe I can kind of see why they didn't allow you to do that, because it would have been just too easy to grab everyone and throw them off the thing, but I don't know. Where is he? There he is. Man in black. Oh, goodness. And there's the knife boots. The dreaded freaking knife boots. I want to take this above B as well, but man. Between the thing that I mentioned just now of not being able to throw any... Holy, look at the damage! Between, I did throw the enemies, yes, but on the first phase where we were on one truck. But when the trucks conjoin, you can't do it anymore, which is really strange, and I don't like that. So between that and Man in Black here, I can't take this above B. So I think B is good. Yeah. Hot take. Man in Black is not that hard. He's not hard, he just does a shit ton of damage. Let's put it that way. Okay. We'll put this in B. Jingwan Mafia, again. The last long fight of the game. They added a dynamic intro in the Kiwami version. And the music is also new. And, in the original, the way it worked is when you leave New Serena, you don't actually walk all the way to Kamurocho Hills and fight everyone like you do here. The way it worked in the original is you go outside of Serena. Let me just... You go outside of Serena, and then you have a bunch of random, like, just fights that happen. Showing that you're actually going there, if that makes sense. So it's a bunch of random encounters with the Jingun Mafia leading up to Kamurocho Hills. You don't actually run all the way over there. But they changed that in Kiwami, Kiwami 2. It made it so that you actually have to run all the way over there. Which is, that in itself is pretty cool. The music is cool, the added, I guess, dynamic intro is cool. The fact that you can find a shit ton of weapons laying around as well on your way there is really cool. What else? I'm trying to think about where I would put the original compared to this, because this is like one of the biggest examples of a different fight. Oh god, yeah, where's the RPG guys? I hate those guys so much. They caused me to die, I think, in the last playthrough. There we go. You just have 3 RPG guys, and if you're not careful, that's a game over, chief. I want to put this in A, but I don't know. It's either a B or A for me, and I don't know which one to pick. Because I actually don't know if I prefer this over the previous fights, like the castle one. S. B. B is too low for the music. Man, having mentioned the music though, I really miss the original North Menace. I think it's one of the best tracks from original Yakuza 2. It's really cool. This track is nice, but if I'm being honest, it's not one that stuck with me. But that's something that's just different from one person to another. So I'm gonna put this in B. Listen, I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, this fucking Devil Leon 7 guy. How could he? Listen, it's not a bad fight. I think there's better fights. That's it. Okay, so we're done with Yakuza 2. And now, Yakuza 3, the game that a lot of people hate. Okay, so how many fights do we have? 4? 5. Anyway. The Tamashiro fight. What do we think of the Tamashiro fight? I don't think it was anything special. It was okay, but all straight go to D. God damn it. Guys, stop bullying Yakuza 3. It's really not that bad. Come on. It's really not that bad. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, can you hear me now? I need to freaking remember to turn the volume off every time I move on to a new game. Okay, sorry about that. We should be good now. They're roasting my boy. It's not special, I guess, but it's not bad. I think I prefer this over something like the Makoto escort fights. I think I'll put it in C. Like, it's not bad, but I don't know if I'd put, like... God, it's so weird because now I'm thinking about it, right? If I put this in B, it would imply that this is on the same level as something like the last long battle of Kiwami 2. And you bet your ass that's gonna piss people off. Like, oh, Leon, how could you? But at the same time, you can't really help that kind of thing. People will say stuff like that anyway, so I should just focus on what I think. But sometimes, you can't help but think about that stuff. It just happens, okay? You can't please everybody. Yeah, maybe top C, I think. Yeah, I think this was a good first level. Like, you do find scattered heals and everything. I love when they do stuff like that. There's quick time events. So let's put it in C for now. Just to not, like, piss people off. I mean, I don't know if I'd put this in B anyway. Okay. Chase Conda. S tier? Or double S tier? What do we think? Oh, this is actually a good one though. Like, it really is. Oh. S. Double S. Triple S. S 5 pluses. I'm glad we all agree. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Oh. Unanimous vote. Put it in S already. This is not even the only reason to put it in S. The cutscene before this, like in the elevator, I think a lot of people love that. A, just because I got tired of checking every single room. Fair enough. Fun fact. Some of you probably already know this, but the room in which you find Kanda in is always the same. It's fixed. So if you actually memorize the rooms, it's never gonna change. It's not randomized. And at some point in my life, I used to play this game so much that I just knew every single time where to find them. But yeah, I'm actually... I don't know if I'd put this in S. It's really good, don't get me wrong. It's Kanda, it's Rikia's there as well, it's the hotel, but... عليكم السلام عبد الله شخبارك. A. Do we agree with A then? A? Okay. You're not gonna get mad at me? A? Works? Okay, let me ask you guys this. Is this better than the Osaka castle for you? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Okay. Much better. God damn, okay. I think A is good. I think this is like one of the few examples of a humorous long battle. Well, not humorous, but you know what I mean. It just has a very lighthearted kind of, well, maybe not lighthearted even, but you know what I mean. It's just kind of funny. Because kinda. Barging in the rooms makes it A tier. Yeah. Like, all of the different encounters when you go into the rooms as well. Sometimes you have different animations even. Like, sometimes a guy is trying to impress his girlfriend or whatever by doing push-ups. And other times you see both of them in bed. And sometimes you just see the woman coming in. Like, the guy is nowhere in sight. And then she just looks at Kiryu like, what are you doing here? And then sometimes you find nobody. But there's actually a Kanda family member hiding in there. And then he tries to pull you in. And if he does pull you in, there's a small fight. There's just a lot of really nice stuff going on with opening the doors, and I like it. Oh, Snake Flower Trident. You know, I love Yakuza 3, but if you were to tell me, fuck this long battle, worst thing in existence, I would not blame you at all. I do think this is not fun at all. Not like a long even, it's just this long fight. Oh my goodness. S because of the music. F, it's boring. S, it's good. Massive D. Oh my god, I forgot about it. Yeah, well, here you go. Best reminder. Oh my god. Leave every segment of this fight aside, okay? Let's focus on one particular segment. This one. Oh my... I hate it so much. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to have infinite enemies spawn? Because that's what's going on here. I think this is one of the very few segments in the entire franchise where no matter how many times you beat the goons, they keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming. It's just so annoying because you're supposed to focus on just the purple guy. The Snake Flower Triad officer. But the other guys can make it so annoying. If you don't have the Komaki moves, fucking good luck. You better have something like, I don't know, Taraners or like heat drinks or whatever to help you do heat actions on him. Because, oh my god. This segment is so bad, I hate it. Like, normally I would vouch for stuff like, you know, infinitely respawning goons if it's something like, I don't know, just a segment where you're supposed to hold out, but that's not the case here. You have to actually take a whole boss health bar, while these goons just, you know, jump at you. And then also, if you're playing on Legend, you have this segment. If you lose here, well, you have to redo the whole thing. Though thankfully, I don't know about you guys. You guys tell me. Do you think the segment is difficult? Because I didn't think it was. I actually feel like it was more difficult in the original. I don't know if the frame rates did anything, like if the 60 frames shift did anything here. But I do think it was very possible to lose this in the original, but not so much in the remaster. Could be some kind of placebo effect, I have no idea. But as you can see here, my Kiryu is not trained. So even despite that, I managed to do it. So yeah, this is a super long, just 18 minutes of just fighting Snake Flower Triad members. But yeah, I tried, you know, I said I would try to be fair and like put the fights in places accordingly, or according to how many unique things they tried, which they kind of tried a few things here, like putting a chase battle in the middle of the whole thing. But I don't know, man. It's just very... It's super bland. I don't know what else to say. Put it in Z tier. God damn. Toto Hospital. Uh-oh. So, I'm assuming we're gonna count both of the Richardson fights here, right? Because technically, it kind of is part of it. S tier? Yes or no? Now this is an S. A tier minimum. Love this one. God, I forgot how horrible Yakuza 3's chase sequences were. Music is S. Okay, listen, the music is S, but what about... Oh yes, you know what I'm going to, don't you? What about this guy? What about this guy? I think this guy is definitely the worst part in the whole thing. You, like... With practice, you probably will be able to eventually get the hang of countering this guy, but oh my god. He's so quick. And I don't usually complain about Blockuza, get it? They block a lot, but my god. You can't, like, you don't have many options with this guy, I feel like. And compared to the other goons or even bosses, I feel like countering this guy is way more difficult than the other, you know, enemies. Countering someone like, Richardson, for example, I don't think is nearly as difficult. Or someone like, I don't know, Rikia or whatever. But this guy, I think this was definitely the least, what's the opposite of a highlight? Yeah, this guy was the opposite in this whole fight, in my opinion. But other than that, you have a lot of cool segments. You have a Call of Duty segment right here, where you have a shootout with the Hakuho family members. And for some reason, sometimes they don't shoot you. You can just grab a gun and... Oh, they have explosives too. And once you're done with this Call of Duty segment, of course, you go to another Call of Duty segment, but now with machine guns and shotguns. Where was... Oh, there we go. There we go. Thankfully, though, this is not Yakuza 0 or Kiwami, so they don't give you, like, a 5-minute stun. But still, if you're caught by that machine gun, it's bad news. Or it can be bad news. And then further ahead, you have shotguns, machine guns, and grenades. Which is funny, because you'd think because of all of this weaponry, it would be worse than, say, the MIA fight, but no, it really isn't. I didn't think it was, at least. Oh no. But yeah, then you go further ahead, and the legend shows himself. Very good fight, really enjoyed it. And then you get another fight with him. Oh, you also fight, like, some SWAT guys. Just a really good fight overall. This is probably the highlight for me. The Richardson fights. Really, really good stuff. Can never get enough of Soundstorm. Mr. American, yeah. Even without Richardson, it's still S. Without Richardson, it might be A or B for me. Richardson carries. But yeah, really good segment. Oh yeah, also this thing. Really loved this. The suspense. Look at him. Is it going to be a video? Do you mean this is going to be a VOD afterwards? Because yes, every time I stream, it's going to be stored on the channel. So don't worry. You can come back and watch me complain and bitch about something. Okay, so I think I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. S or A? S or A? It's really good. It's it really does have that like final fight kind of feel to it. But I'm still thinking about it. There won't be many S's left. True. But then again, my intention is to keep S kind of on the low side. I don't want to put everything in S. This carried Yakuza 3 for me. Okay, we'll keep this in S for now. Okay, Hatsushiba Clan, aka the Chainsaw Guy Clan. What do we think of this one? I think this was actually pretty good. It might feel or like look generic, but man, it was really fun, wasn't it? A for Akiyama. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you have like these faceless guys, like nobody cares about them. But the fight itself was really fun. I mean, first of all, Akiyama combat. And it's a lengthy one as well. And then you get a friend over here. The backtracking was... Well, I didn't feel like it was that bad, but that's just me. Yeah, the lockpick, man. Would have been nice if they just called him, but it is what it is. I don't think it's a deal breaker for me, though. But yeah, between this... Yeah, you also have like a couple of unique-looking enemies, which is always nice. Uniquely designed enemies only for you to never see them again. I might put this in B, actually. Again, it's not the most flashy looking place. It's not super, like, showy or anything, but I love this fight. I think it's really fun. So... Oh yeah, might as well show this too. Where is it? There we go. You also meet this guy, which I thought was cool as well. They just kind of... Because he's here, why not, you know, make him part of the thing? Kasai from the Keihin gang? Oh god. Please, never speak that name to me again. But yeah, let's put this in... Oh god damn it. Let's put this in B. Material Delights, yeah, very good. The prison, oh god. I feel like people are gonna shit on this one too. What do we think, chat? Do we love Saito? Do we love the snipers? Do we love... Oh my... If you were to put this in D, I wouldn't blame you as well. But... God, the remaster really... This is one of the few fights that really suffered because of the remaster. The frame rate jump made it so that the sniper shoots you twice as fast, which is really annoying. But the original, let's assume that's not an issue, I guess. Hold on. Let me put it on first. Let's talk about it a bit. Okay, I think we can all agree that this is, you know, Saito aside and the snipers aside and all of the annoying stuff aside. I mean, obviously, if all the annoying stuff are aside, it's going to be a good fight. But the idea of this fight is pretty cool, right? I don't think you have another segment where... No, wait, you do. Yakuza 5. This is like... For what it's worth, it's a unique setting, right? You do a whole freaking prison break with Hamazaki. And at the time of the release of this game, the original, you never did a whole prison break segment. So, it's interesting. Saito can be annoying for some people. I don't think he's that bad. But what is annoying, again, is the sniper. I really fucking hate the sniper so much. Where was he? There we go. The sniper was probably the worst thing about this whole thing. You also have... You have some of the guys with grenades, which can be annoying, but not necessarily. Though, because of the speed of the sniper in the remaster, I think it is on the, like on the annoying side. Overall, though, I don't know. Are we feeling a B or a C? It's a pretty good fight, but I don't know. Sniper puts it down for me, otherwise it would be A. C. H for Hamazaki. I heard that if you play on Legend and pick the wrong upgrades, it's nearly impossible to finish. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, because I do think at this point of the game you do need certain upgrades more than others. And if you're completely new to the series and you don't know like what to usually go for, then yikers. Yakuza 4 enemies have cheap moves. Oh god, do you know what you reminded me of? Grabbing enemies in this game. Oh god. Any S tier long battles? Yeah, we had 2 so far. Setting is A. Let's go for B. I think B isn't too bad. I really like it, but it does have some things that kind of drag it down. Shibata. Oh, the Pierre fight. What do we think of this one? Well, first of all, Tanimura. Any Tanimura enjoyers out there? Show yourself. Now. Is this better than the prison fight or no? That's the question. A for Tanimura. S. Me. I love Tanimura. Me. Hell yeah, Tanimura fans, assemble. Oh, it is better than the prison fight? Really? Okay. Like, I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised. Tanimura is super fun to play as. Like, I think, as far as playable characters go, he definitely is underrated. The parry makes him so much fun to play. The grabbing that he has with the crowd control is really fun. The rush combos that chain into a heat action are really fun. What else is there to say? Why am I talking about Tanimura's fighting style? Let's talk about this fight. So, you have a recurring enemy, this Mikoshiba guy. Wasn't Mikoshiba the name of the guy who died in Lost Judgment? Huh, the more you know. The slippery ground, oh god, yeah. Dodging trucks? I'm looking forward to seeing you rank the Shin out of forklift battle, oh god. I still haven't played Lost Judgment. People say that Snake is Tanimura 2.0. Oh yes, it is. Basically is that, but also a bit more defensive. You'll see what I mean. So, what was I gonna show? Oh, there we go. Nani? Look at him looking all smug. So, a bit of a, like, not an easy way, but if you hold R1, if you just lock on, it's a faster way to kind of traverse this place, and you also don't trip. Instead of having to like carefully use the analog stick to like walk, you can just hold the lock on button and go all in on the stick. I mean, it wasn't bad. I don't think this segment is bad. I think it was more gimmicky than anything, and I kind of appreciated what it is. Like, they didn't, like, I don't know, throw 10 enemies at you in this segment, so I thought it was fine. Also, Tanimura's taunt. I kinda like Tanimura's remastered look. He looks less like a pop star and more like a rough beat cop, as you would expect. Yeah, I mean, Tanimura's appearance isn't really anything that I kind of thought about too much. I thought both of them did the job fine. Usually when people ask me about this kind of stuff as well, I just say, well, whatever. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, this segment was cool. This quick time event here is also really cool. Nani? Look at that. You're gonna prefer the old look if you play the PS3 version, and the new one if you play the PS4 one first. See, the funny thing about that is I played the original version first. But I don't prefer one over the other. I just don't really care. I think they both do the job fine. It's not like they got, I don't know, Saijima's face plastered on Tanimura and called it a day for a replacement. No. I think he did a good job. But yeah, so you have this. Oh, also, it links to a boss fight here. Very good quick time event. Where Tanimura absolutely does not murder anyone. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Baba-chan. Feel the heat. But yeah, I would probably put this in B as well. I know I'm throwing a lot of them in B right now, but I really don't think... This is at the very bare minimum a really good fight, so I think B is good. What's the music in the background? Yakuza 3? It's not... I think it's from Yakuza 4, actually. New Sereno. Okay, so... Up next. Oh god. The briefcase fight. What do we think? Did we enjoy briefcase style or no? Wait, did I... Oh, there we go. Yes. Roro. There we go. Triple S. Goddamn. Oh, hell nah. Briefcase style. You know... This... I think I'm gonna have a lot of trouble placing this one, because it's not bad. But it's also so unique in a way that's different from the other unique fights. You completely just change your style and use this briefcase. Well, not for all of it, but for a lot of it. And the briefcase is surprisingly really good. Like, you have, yeah, this move that gives you just iframes. You can spam it until they die. It's not unfun, and it's not, like, super good. It's just different. I think the briefcase was... again, it wasn't bad. I thought it was enjoyable. Very easy to use and get used to. Would it be cheating if I take this to B as well? No, chat seems to agree. High C. Because one thing's for sure, I definitely like this more than the Makoto escort battles, so I think B is okay. Alright, here you go. Defeat Saito. Oh, this is surprisingly a very good one. Might even beat the Prison Break one. Or what do we think? Because first of all, the return of Kiryu. Second of all, I said return like he was absent for games, but I mean, this is something that I always mention. But Yakuza 4 did a few things in a way that no other game did the same. Where... Actually, wait, no, Dead Souls also did this. And I'm not joking. Dead Souls did a really cool thing in my opinion, where Kiryu is not the first person you play as, he's the last person you play as. Yakuza 4 also did this, where you play as the new characters first, the new guys, and then only after you get acquainted with every one of them, you get to play as Kiryu. And that's made even cooler by the fact that you meet Kiryu as Saejima, and you also fight him as Saejima, which is, I'm sure, a holy shit kind of moment for a lot of people. So again, that makes it even more so that when you play as Kiryu, you're just like, we're finally here, right? You're just really excited. And to add to that as well, I'm not even talking about this fight anymore, but I also kind of am. The fact that you start with a lot of abilities already unlocked, I think is a very cool way to just kind of put it out there that Kiryu is built different compared to the other protags. I don't know. There's so much about this fight that makes it good. The things that I mentioned aren't directly, like, related to this fight, but they also kind of are. Again, just the fact that you have a lot of abilities going into this fight by default, even on a new game, I think is really cool. Yakuza 4 really did some things in a way that other games didn't do. Something like, you know, the unlocked abilities. Dead Souls didn't do that, even though it did the thing that I mentioned where you play as Kiryu last, and that kind of makes it feel even more hype than otherwise. I'm kind of going off the rails here, but something like Yakuza 5, where Kiryu is the first one you play as. Actually, we'll get to 5 soon anyway, so maybe I shouldn't talk about this. But I'm just gonna say that's an interesting contrast. But for the time being, for Kiryu's like literal first fight in Yakuza 4, I think this is a really good one. Seeing Saito come back and seeing him go toe-to-toe with Kiryu was also really cool in my opinion. I almost want to put this in A, honestly. I think this is a really good first fight. I like, in my opinion, fighting Saito even was not all that annoying with Kiryu. You guys will forgive me, right, if I take this to A? Or will you unsubscribe? Be honest. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling a lot, I'm sorry. But then again, I want to ramble. So, Saito, honestly, probably A tier for me. Because also, Rebellions. Do we need to say more? Rebellions is so good. I love it. I forgive you, Leon. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you. Now I can live in peace. Oh, Kamurocho Hills. Is there anyone in the chat who would put this below S? Be honest. One of the longest long fights of all time. Head to the roof. Oh, goodness. Solitude. Here you go in solo on this. And like, beating a whole fucking clan on the way to the top. My god, what a good fight. It feels like, you know, Yakuza 4 didn't focus so much on Kiryu, right? In that sense, I feel like what they did with Kiryu, I feel like I'm just going on and on about how they portrayed Kiryu in Yakuza 4. But in hindsight, I think it's perfect. They just wanted you to... I don't even know how to say this. But it wasn't so much about him, but they still wanted you to, like, lay the smack down, as they say. Solitude, and some people mentioned snow. A lot of goodness. And, like, the atmosphere as well is really cool. Oh, yeah. let's take a trip down memory lane here. Look at this. Tell me you didn't smile when you first saw this. Tell me. You smiled. Look at this shit. Silly Yakuza, man. You might argue that one of the worst, or one of the low points or disadvantages or whatever of this fight, cons, is you get to basically fight every one of the mini-bosses twice, only to fight all of them again at the end. I didn't think that was a big problem, except for the fucking shotgun guy. That guy can fucking... just shoot himself. So you get to go through a bit more, and then you get to fight this baton guy again. And then, oh my god. Look at him, cracking his knuckles, giving you the false impression that he's gonna fight with his hands. And then what do you know? Boom. I think, you know, the gunman is actually one of those things that's probably made worse by the remaster. I don't think the original, like, had him shoot at you as aggressively. Could be wrong, though. At least he can grab the shotgun after you defeat him, true. And then he pulls out another one from his ass, somehow. So this segment is fine. Like, this particular fight with him is fine. But, oh my god, this... Fuck this room. Fuck it so much. I hate it. Oh. Oh god. I think when I did the story review for this game, like, at the beginning of the year, I did not have a good time here. I did not. Like, you have to deal with other enemies, and then you also have to deal with him. I think you're better off focusing on him. And then just moving on to the enemies, as annoying as that might be. Yo, Swaggy, congrats. Nice. So, this segment is definitely the lowest point of the whole fight. And then, once you're done with this, you move on to a really unique segment over here at like the still kind of being constructed parts of the Kamurocho Hills. And the soundtrack also changes to a more quiet version of Solitude, which I really liked. I thought it really set the tone or set the mood for the area and like all the dim lights. Really well done. And the way you also just find some of them at really far places, like you don't even have to fight them. I thought that was cool. Yo, thank you for the Dragon Tier Virtual. Thank you. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Thank you. Hey, Leon, do you have a driver's license? I, in fact, do. It's right here. But, what was I gonna say? This whole floor was really cool, really well made. I like that it's just kind of gotten more quiet until you step into the more kind of ambush rooms, I guess. Then the track comes back, which is really cool. And then, what else do we have? The dark room. I really like this room. All they had to do was just turn off the lights, and suddenly it became like twice as cool to me. And also, if you do, what's it called? The Essence of Terror, was it? The one where you... Yes, there we go. This is perfect for this room. Imagine the fear on the faces of these guys as Kiryu just goes Sonic on them. Really cool. I love it. And finally, of course, the icing on the cake. How do we feel about this segment? You know, if there is one good thing about this segment, it's that the mini-bosses that you already fought, they have less HP, so it's kind of manageable. It's not too bad. And overall, I like it. Again, the shotgun guy is the exception. As you can see, I always go to him first because, yeah, just screw that guy. And then I comfortably move on to someone else. So, overall, really good fight. I think I would put this in S. It's just that good. Kamurocho Hills, S tier, baby. Okay, with this, we are done with Yakuza 4, and now we move on to my personal favorite Yakuza game, Yakuza 5. This one has a lot of fights. So, let's see. So, what do we think of this? I'll say this. This is a very, grand looking place. I like it. Just a mansion, big ass mansion, red carpets everywhere. Oh yeah, you also get Aizo and Morinaga with you. I thought that was cool. What's the track called, by the way? I forget, but it's a cool track. I actually didn't like how the theme switches when you get into fights. Would have been better if they just kept the actual theme. A tier. Solid B tier, at least. Hey, Leon, what is your weight? 500 kilograms. That's what too much Yakuza does to a motherfucker. I'll be honest, you guys, you're also close to me. So... It's a really cool fight overall. Just having Morinaga and Aizawa with you, I think, makes it... even more... awesome. I might put this in B. What do we think? I feel like B is fair. I don't think it's super good, but it's good. Statue pose. Oh yeah, let's skip to that actually. There we go. High A. Fair enough. There it is. This is not something that's exclusive to this fight, but Yakuza 5, as you guys know, introduced a really annoying thing in long fights, which is our favorite inner dialogue, or even just dialogue in general during fights. And there is one particular segment, I think, where while this is playing, no one takes damage. Well, I think you take damage, but the enemies don't. And you have to wait for the conversation to end. But while something like this is happening, of course, you can't do heat actions. You have to wait. And you can't skip it. So I think they should have made it so that you can skip it. Otherwise, it's good. So I'm gonna put this in B. They do take damage, but they don't die. Okay, yeah. God damn. So is it just with Saejima and Shinada that they don't take damage at all? Because I think that's it. Anyway, Yamagasa Family Hideout. What do we think of this one? It had a couple of funny moments, right? With the fire extinguisher. And then that guy just hitting the hammer on the wall only to kill his goons. Hey, Kiryu. Come here, buddy. Yeah, I don't think this is super impressive as well, but it did have like a couple of funny moments. So there we go. Look at this idiot. My game crashed in this battle, so it goes on C tier. Hey, fair enough. It all comes down to experience. If you didn't have a good time with this, you're more than right to put this in D. If you had a good time, you're more than right to put this on S. And that's, it's as simple as that. So you have this, and you also have the... There we go. You know, for most of my playthroughs, I never had a problem with these guys, but then I realized how quickly they can actually give you a game over. If you're not careful, if you don't end them quickly, that's probably a game over. I got stun locked and killed by the fire extinguishers. Yeah, that happened to me once or twice as well. Not too long ago, actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. See, this one is more forgettable than half of the cast. Yeah, I would probably put this in either C or B. I feel like we have a lot of them at B right now, so... I don't know. It's good, but I think I prefer the mansion fight. So... C, I guess? I learned to stay off the stairs when fighting. Yeah, I hate that. And it seems like it's still a problem even in the Dragon Engine games. Like, if you fight on stairs, it's not gonna be the same. It can ruin your juggles as well. Yeah, let's take this to... C. Tojo Clan. I think this is an S for most people. Wait, what? This was 4 minutes for me? S? B? A tier. Make it its own tier. Got a side question. Watching the last part of the Trails game, second chapter, I'm wondering if you'll do the whole series or only the Sky games. First of all, thank you for watching that. I really appreciate whenever people watch non-Yakuza stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna do past the Sky games, honestly, but I'll consider it. S. D? Someone said D. How come? 2 people said D. God damn. I'm not saying you're wrong, but... How would I put this? This fight is really cool. Like, story-wise, gameplay-wise, everything-wise, right? But I feel like you don't play it, or you don't approach it the same way you approach the other fights. Like, even other long fights. This is more of a what's the word? Musou Tensei kind of style fight, where you just have like hundreds, and the best course of action is to do moves that damage like 10 people, which most of the time that's you going into rage, and then yeah, like you just mash square or then grab them like that. Or if you can grab the shotgun that one of the guys drops, then yeah. It's really cool. And I'm actually kind of sad that they didn't translate the line that he says here in the remaster. It was translated in the original, but they just left it out here. Overall, it's a really good fight. I mean, it's Kiryu versus 100 people, just as simple as that. I might... What does he say? What cap and above you said? I don't know, guys. Hold on. Can we talk about this? Not only this. Wait. This. What is this? This is actually Bollywood movie tier of choreography. It's hilarious. But I might put this in A. We're okay with... You forgive me for that, right? I think A is good for this. It's not... Look, if I put something that's mostly S tier for everyone, it doesn't mean that I'm like, hey, it sucks. It's still very good. A tier is really good. It's just not S tier. So we'll put that in A. We all forgive you, Leon. Thank you, Virtual. Okay, it's time for... You guessed it. Oh my god. Come on! Sandor! There we go. Oh no. I played all of them at once. There we go. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Let me ask you guys this. Do you prefer this Prison Break or the Prison Break in 4? Do we like Hamazaki as a partner in crime more? Or do we like Baba as a partner in crime more? Have you ever thought about that? Honestly... I think I prefer Hamazaki. I mean, Baba is, you know, he has his own tier. Both kinda suck. Okay. I like 5 a little more. 4. Prefer Yakuza 4. Oh yeah, look at this. Yakuza is a very realistic game series. How could Yakuza 7 ruin it? I love just how many Bollywood moments Yakuza 5 has, and it completely crushes the notion of anyone ever thinking these games are realistic. But yeah, this is a good fight, though I think I prefer the Yakuza 4 Prison Break, honestly, because most of this is just you in a big field with enemies, which isn't a bad thing, but I found myself preferring the Yakuza 4 Prison Break, even with the shitty ass sniper. Okay, so where did I put... Oh, that was in B as well. It feels wrong to put this in C. I think B works. B is okay. But I would say I prefer this Prison Break. B for Baba. 4 has made you do more. It's the better long battle. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, 4 definitely has more variety. So that's the prison fight. And now we have the Santa long fight. Is this better than the Prison Break? That's the question. It gets points for Santa, but that's about it. Other than that, it's a very, you know... S for Santa. Look at him. Perfect disguise, baby. Yeah, the fight itself isn't too special, though I'll say this. The fact that it's a fight where you roam the city and like you still see people walking, it's pretty cool. I don't think even something like the Jingwen Mafia long fight did that, because when you do that in Kiwami 2, there's like no civilians. It's just you and the gang members. Yeah, if not for the Santa costume, this fight would definitely not be anything special. And then you have, where was it? Where's my mouse, goddammit? There we go. You're about to witness a very realistic moment. From now on, all the Kurosawa men fights go to D. Fight me. Baba! Yeah, thank you, Shin, for the super chat. Thank you. Look, Santa is really cool, okay, but Santa's the only thing about this fight. Otherwise... Oh, right, no. Okay, how about this? Watch. So, we take the prison fight down here, and then we put... where was it? We put the Santa fight here. Fair trade? Or no? Why is the notification so huge? I don't know. Hold on, let me shrink it. There we go. There, okay. No. Not fair. Okay, listen. It's time we leave Saejima behind and we go back to Akiyama. What do we think of the Osaka Enterprises fight? The thing with the bulldozer was kind of fun. But I don't know where to put this. Lobby. I mean, Saejima Claws is S tier, really, but yeah. There we go. I thought it was interesting. Mid B, A for Akiyama. Oh god, not the dialogue boxes. I think I actually missed this heat action when I played this for the first time, or the first few times. There we go. Come on, text. There we go. And they just stand there too. The fight is pretty forgettable. True, you're not wrong. Like, it's not too special. Yeah, I think the only thing about it is just the wrecking ball. That's really it. And then you have a mini boss kind of here. And then here. It's not really special, I think. So, for that reason... See? Nagoya family. Oh, the forklift one, right? This is it? Oh, what do we think? Forklift fight, fellas. Forklift! What do we think? The talking inside the factory is annoying and legend. Yeah. Okay. So before this, you fight a few of them, and then this happens. Run away. Most of you probably already know this, but the frame rate increase definitely fucked something here, to where you can't outrun the forklift. Honestly, even in the original, I think it was very difficult to outrun it. But it's definitely worse in the remaster. A tier? S tier? Really? Interesting. For the forklift bro, it's S tier. Okay. Memorable, but not S. You have to go behind it. Doesn't it just kind of fix itself and run at you anyway? I think I tried doing that. There's a guy who did a forklift, no damage. Nice. Right, and then you have Yakuza. I mean, this guy wasn't really anything special, I don't think. My favorite thing about this guy is that one scene in the office where the security guard office, I think, when at the very beginning, Shinada goes to sort a problem about a bet to help Milky's brother, and one of the security guards kind of denies stealing or something like that when Shinada's kind of got him cornered. And then this guy comes in and he's like, he's like, how fucking dare you slander the name of like my company or something? And he grabs a fucking pen and he just pushes it into the guy's cheek. That was kind of raw, but that's about it. Other than that, he wasn't really special. Fake Hayashi, yeah, true. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Maybe I'm just not the best at playing Shinada, but I feel like Shinada doesn't do super well in long fights. And of course, I don't mean like it's impossible to get through the long fights with him, because, I mean, he has a couple. But compared to the other characters, I don't think he's as fun. His options are very limited, I think. And even if you do use weapons, I don't know. You have a bunch of cool stuff, though. I think there was a quick time event around here. Right around here. Very limited, but still found it fun. Yeah, there is fun to be had, definitely. C. A. Shinada was about weapons, but the weapons suck in Yakuza 5. Let me ask you guys this. How do you feel about the weapon progression system that they added, where you have to level each kind of individual type of weapon? I know they probably wanted to add padding or like content or whatever, but I feel like it was a little too much. Or at least it could have been done better. There's like 10 levels, right? You have to level something 10 times. And each upgrade or each level gives you like, I don't know, 1% more damage or something. Yeah, I never cared for the weapon leveling system, honestly. I felt like it was a bit... what's the word I'm looking for? Just not necessary, really. Do we have a weapon system in other games that did something better? Well, it's not exactly... I don't know if we should even count it, but... the way Yakuza 0 did it with Majima, where Slugger already has like a weapon by default, and then you don't upgrade the bat itself. You can like, you know, make custom bats and everything, but they're finite, like they break. The way we're upgrading the weapon had to do with your skill tree. I felt like that was better. Ishin. Right, well, Ishin is a bit of a special case, because it mainly relies on weapons. Slugger is better than Shinada, yeah. Like, maybe I'm not even being fair here, because, you know, Yakuza 0 was released after this game. But still, I feel like it's nothing they couldn't have handled. And then, at the end, I guess, you have one more... oh, yeah. Kubota, and then you fight Manabe. I feel like even the Manabe fight was if we want to count it as part of the thing. Like, cool, butcher guy, angry butcher guy, but This quick time event they had with him, I felt was pretty anticlimactic. I mean, I'm glad they added one to begin with, but I do think the idea is cool. Like, they had a, you know, an angry butcher man kind of thing going on for him, but they didn't really do much with him. But yeah, let's see. Where would I put this? Okay, don't... Listen, I love Shinada, okay? I do. But... I think it could have been... No. Why is this difficult? It's not a bad fight, but... It's definitely not among the most memorable for me. The only thing that might make it memorable is just the forklift, but that's about it. Kamurocho Hills, okay. I think even though most of us probably agree that that kind of story around it is fucking stupid, but the fight itself is pretty good. Does chat still not work? Let me refresh, hold on. I'm kind of sad. Chat, show up on the screen, hello? I don't know what's wrong with it today, hold on. I'm just gonna bring something... Maybe this will do for now. There we go, that's something at least, I'll take it. Okay, so, back to it. You have a long-ass dialogue here, it just finished. But, I like the idea of this fight. I think, being... How do I say this? Being able to pick between two characters is really cool, first of all. You can either go as Saejima or as Kiryu, and you can just pick whoever you like. It's definitely not as good as Yakuza 4's Kamurocho Hills fight. Like, not even close. Wait, whoa, what was that? Whoa, watch. Whoa. Wait. Watch. Oh my. How do you do this? Bro! Oh my god. And I thought that one clip that I made in the Yakuza 5 video was bad. Holy sh... Oh my god. Yakuza 5 tripping. Anyway, I digress. So, pretty cool fight, but something about it just doesn't feel the same as the Yakuza 4 fight. You have a couple of cool segments up ahead. So, I think I did a thing here where I switched to Saejima with the quick time event. Outside of, you know, who you play as, it's exactly the same. Like, you face the same enemies, same everything, same quick time event. But yeah. It's weird, there's a lot of enemies, but it feels... Yeah, I think that's my problem as well. It feels so empty. No soul to it. No soul. And then you get to a new place made for this game. This one. This is a cool floor, and I think you can... Wait, do I do it here or no? I do. You can just throw someone off of here, which is pretty fun. Other than that, though, I don't know. I don't think there's too much to be kind of excited about. They have a couple of unique mini-bosses or goons, like this guy. A cool design, never shows up again. And then you have fake Ichiban. Where is he? Somewhere here. There he is. He looks like he's telling his dad about someone who bullied him. So you have this guy, that's really about it. I might put this either in B, maybe B is okay for it. It's good, but it's not really super, like, special, in my opinion. I know, I said in my opinion, cursed words. How could you? Leon, you're not allowed to have opinions. You should only do what I want. And I want this to be S. Well, guess what? No, it's B. Wait, Kamurocho... Oh, wait, oh. It separates the Kiryu and Saejima ones, but I mean... same placement. And then... the last long battle. It's also separated. So... I don't think it really changes that much based on who you pick. Like, maybe someone is more fun to play as, but that's about it. So... now, where would you put this? Where would we put this? A? A. S. Look at the anime. It would be B for me. Yo, Scriva, how you doing? It would be S if it wasn't just the same location. Yeah, fair enough. You know, I mean, it's probably obvious, but when this game came out, this was like the coolest thing I've ever laid eyes upon. Just all of four of them kind of back to back, facing like hundreds of guys here. Had a great build-up, but it didn't deliver. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's so cool seeing the Yakuza 5 -1 doing what they do best. Yeah. Really is. Hanoæ. God. Have you guys... how many of you in the chat lived through the time where this intro was right on 5 FPS? Me. But now we have it so good. This is such a sick intro. Like, really, really good. It's probably one of the few that we have on its scale. So that for that alone, like, I really appreciate this for what it is. Akiyama punching is cursed. He's trying his best. And then this transition is really cool. And then you get to pick Kiryu or Akiyama. Oh, this was really good. Like, I'll give that to Yakuza 5. The whole system between picking characters for a segment, really good stuff. For replays, maybe you get to, like, you know, just experience it a bit differently. Really good stuff. I would put this maybe in A. I think A is good for it. Again, I'm trying to save S for that really sweet spot, if you will. This fight is really good. Just raw, like, fighting of hundreds of people with all of the pro tags. And then let's talk about the second half. I think we're not gonna separate this half of Kiryu and Akiyama, but this one we might rank differently. So if you guys had to say, do you prefer the first segment or this one? This one is cool, but I don't know. Man, the chat still does the explosion thing, doesn't it? Embarrassing stream... what's it called? Streamlabs. Fix it, damn it. First, the sewer part is lame, to be honest. This one is meh. The dialogue ruins the pace. The dialogue ruins the segment for me, for sure. Right, let's skip ahead to that, actually. Oh, there we go. Shinada, I need to tell you about someone. And then they talk about Baba for like a couple minutes. Again, it's not a bad segment, but I do think the one outside is better. Why would you pick Shinada here? Why wouldn't you pick Shinada here? Just kidding, I wouldn't pick him either. Though I think I did it last time because chat was like, Leon, please pick Shinada. So I was like, okay, sure. Let's do it. So... I... want to put this one in A. And then both Shinada and Saejima are in B. We Gucci? We agree? Oh yeah. Guys, I'm not dissing anyone for picking Shinada, I swear. But I'm just trying to say that if you look at Shinada and then you look at Saejima from like a pure power perspective, you destroy everything with Saejima really easily. Wait, did we? Yeah, we finished with 5. Yakuza 6! The song of... Okay. Okay. What do we think? Yakuza 6. God, I'm tired. The song of Dropkick. The song of Poggers. By the way, isn't this the fake Kiryu from Yakuza 0? They just took his face and put it here. I notice. I can tell. What do we think? This is either B or A for me. It's a really good fight. Just going all in with the boys, and I don't know. The song is good. Everything is good. Tag heat actions, of course, but that applies to every fight with the boys. A. There's fake Kiryu in 0? Yes. In one of the cutscenes where they're trying to hunt Kiryu down, they see a guy with the same suit as Kiryu, the white suit. They walk up to him and they're like, hey, bitch, we've been looking for you. They turn him over and he just has a very different face. Same everything, though. So chat seems to think A, like pretty much everyone. Alright, well, I can't say I disagree, honestly. Pretty good segment. Very good dynamic with the group. And then, of course, where... guys taking a bath. And then Kiryu interrupting it. Didn't play 6 yet. Oh. So this was a pretty amusing segment, and then you have... This is like one of the funniest things ever. The hell is this? What are you doing? Oh. Anyway, after this, you chase after Somiya. By the way, hold on. We gotta look at this Giga Chad move. Somehow has another towel under there. He was prepared. He saw everything coming. And of course, he chased him. I am not Nagumo, no. So yeah, this was kind of amusing. Wait, was that him? I see you, Somiya. You have one last fight here, a pretty big one, and then of course you fight Somiya. Overall, really good fight, really fun, a lot of humorous moments. So I think A is appropriate. Let's put it in A. Okay, Little Asia infiltration. I don't think this is an A, or even close. This is a sneak mission where you don't sneak at all. Akiyama does everything, and then you just follow him. This is Judgment prototype. So... Look at him. Just chilling there. And then you sneak by the butcher as well. What do we think of this sneaking? Hold up, Kyu. Come on. And that was it. That's what you're supposed to do. Can this even be considered a long battle? I did that because, at the very least, if you don't count this stealth segment, you're still... You go from one fight to another. And it's in one building, so... So, you go here. And then Akiyama gets caught because he's a genius. And then... a lot of fights on the way. Until you get here, and then of course until you get to Ed. So we're not counting Ed for this segment because there's a clear like cut between this fight and then the boss fight. There's a cutscene and even in-game dialogue, and then you actually do it. It's okay. Like it's C tier probably. C? Wait, that's B. God damn it. There we go. C. Do we agree or no? Yeah, we're not counting yet for this. So... Yo, Isaac, how you doing? Oh, okay. I know what you're thinking. Leon. You biased piece of shit. Listen. Listen. This is super different from everything they've ever done. First of all, Somi is there fighting with you. Second of all, I know it's a return to another place that we've seen, but this is the first time we see it in the Dragon Engine, and it's creepier looking than ever. And third of all, Hangman. Do I need to say more? What the fuck is that man? Or creature? I think pretty much everyone who played through this part got at least a little off guard after looking at Hangman, especially given that, well, let's just say he has a unique outfit. But I thought this was really cool. Just very... What's the word I'm looking for? Google Translate, help. Uncharted territory, I guess, if you can say that. I don't think they've done anything like this. I think Hangman is one of the best mini-bosses they've ever done, which we will come back to talking about again later. Thanks to whoever decided to bring him back. But I think this fight has a very unique tone to it, atmosphere. You just fight junkies, and then you fight Hangman, like, 2 times. And he packs a punch, by the way. Like, He has one grab in particular that if he does it to you, he takes maybe, I guess depending on the difficulty, maybe half of your HP off. I thought it was really fun, really different, and I really enjoyed it. I also think he has a very good track. So say what you will, but I think this is S tier for me. Also, what is that? But yeah, let's just put this on S tier because that's where it belongs for me. What else do we have? The Cargo Island. I think if it's what I think it is. There we go. So this is one where you go with the boys, and this is the Jingun Mafia, right? Oh, right, it is. So you just fight through all of the Jingun Mafia, taking Haruto back. It's okay. It's nothing special, I think. I guess bonus points for fighting alongside the boys. And there's also that one, wait. The segment with the barrels. Oh my goodness. If you don't pay attention, that's a guaranteed game over. Let's see. There we go. It just makes me think of the TNTs from Crash Bandicoot, and it's kind of funny. And then you have another segment with explosives here. I didn't think of doing this in this playthrough, but you have barrels up here and you can just throw it down and everyone dies. But, oh no. But then that happened. I think B is okay for this. I might put this in B. But yeah, overall very good. And we're not counting the Jungi fight, of course. Mission failed successfully, yeah. So, B. I think B is good for it. Oh! Utah in Little Asia. This is very good. I think it's better than the fight we just talked about. I mean, first of all, you have this. Very direct, very straight to the point, and the stakes here are even higher than the last fight. And the music, oh man, the music. This is definitely one of the tracks that just you don't see anyone talk about, but I think it's one of the best tracks they've ever made. Especially during like the mid part, it's really good. And then you have a fight with Ed as well. Where is it? There we go. And at this point, Ed had enough of curious shit, and he's like, "You again?" And you just have a last fight, and after the fight, you know, Kiryu does common sense and just tells Ed to get out. And seeing this brief moment of not even like friendliness, it's just common sense, I guess. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I would probably put this in A. It's not super long, but it's long enough. Compassion, yeah, that's a word. And then we have the old shipyard. Might be a C, honestly. Like, or hold on. Let me put footage so we can actually look at it. It's good, but it's I don't know how to put it. I don't think it was as fun as the cargo island. There we go. This is the shipyard. And you go with the boys again. But I think as you progress, some of them stay behind to fend the Iwami guys off. And then you end up with just you and Tagashira. I guess something that I will give to this fight is I do like how you go like in the mines. That's kind of a unique place. And it's very dark and you need flashlights. Pretty cool. And then you have a small boss fight here while you wait for Tagashira, I think, or something like that over here. It's not, again, it's not like not super special, but and then you have this big fight here before Hirose. C, I don't think C is harsh for it. It's not a bad fight, but it is kind of forgettable. Wait. See. Oh, Millennium Tower Raid. What do we think of this one? I don't think it's S. It could have been better, in my opinion. It's really good, but I don't think it's S. The boys. Look at them. Oh. Yo, Shadow, how you doing? Oh yeah, the soundtrack is cool. A lot of things are really cool about this fight, don't get me wrong, but I will talk about some stuff as we go on. By the way, can I just say I fucking love how Kiryu reached the point where he doesn't give a shit about speeches and just punches the daylights out of this guy. Now that is character development, if you ask me. That was awesome. So, this starts as a fight with everybody. You fight everyone here. And then when you go in, you still have everyone with you, but then I think 3 of them stay behind. So you continue with Yuta and Akiyama afterwards. Yeah, there we go. So Yuta and Akiyama stay with you. Now, here's what it's not like a deal breaker or anything like that, but the way Yuta gets stabbed in this fight is so... Not only is it so weird, it's so stupid, but also really weird. Hold on. Like, who the hell opens a door like this? Yuta! Yuta, look ahead of you! What are you doing? It's kind of weird because he gets stabbed, right? But then he comes back just fine later. I don't know where to even go with this. He gets stabbed here. Akiyama stays behind to watch him. And then, when you get back to Serena, he is still injured, I think. But then, when he comes back at the end to help Kiryu, he is fine. He's good enough to fight. I don't know, man. Being stabbed, this is not like... You will be probably bedridden for a while. But then again, in Yakuza 0, Kiryu got shot in the shoulder and in the leg and just shrugged it off the next day, so it's whatever. I don't know. It's just so weird. I think I'm overthinking this stuff. I shouldn't overthink it. But yeah, this is a cool fight. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I'd put this in S. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. I just don't know what it is. I'm trying to think. And I'm gonna say this again because I feel like it needs to be stated over and over, just so that people don't forget. If a fight is between S and A and I decide to put it in A, I'm not shitting on your opinion by doing that. I'm just saying it's good, it's really good, but I don't know if I'd say it's peak. That's really it. So please don't take it as me saying, oh, your opinion sucks and it's invalid and whatever. I will never say that to you. Unless you say Yakuza 5 is a good game. I'm joking, by the way. But, yeah, I think I'll put this in A. I don't know. I'm actually second guessing myself now. I don't know, chat. I really don't know. I just said what I said, but I'm still not sure. Listen, if you're thinking about the Somiya fight, it's not part of this, okay? Don't think of it as part of this. Show the helicopter segment. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys love that segment. Here we go. Hot take. Yakuza 3 is actually good. True. This was pretty funny. I think there's one more segment, though. Where he looks down with a very cold stare. Yeah, that's one way to put it, Recipe. So yeah, pretty good. So we're done with Yakuza 6 now. Okay, we have Yakuza 7, and I know this is probably gonna spark a lot of debate, if you will. I mean, I'll tell it to you straight. I think even if I try my best, grading these is gonna be very difficult, because the genre shift, you know, does have an effect. But also, I don't think it's impossible to grade them side by side with, you know, the rest of the games, as you will see. So first of all, actually wait, we're gonna take a small break. Stay hydrated. Alright. Are we hydrated? Are we? Hold on, let me just finish this bottle. Leon is not here, spam. Mama! There we go, I'll do it for you even.
Baba-chan. Baba-chan. Baba-chan.
Does this include the PS2 games in Kenzan? No. It does not. Black Panther is also not here. And Lost Paradise is not here. Okay, so Where were we? Yakuza 7, right. So, Yakuza 7. First of all, we have the sewers leading into the restaurant. So, oh god. Okay, nothing special here, especially this first segment. It's not horrible. The sewers segment especially is just generic, but then you get up, you face these guards, and then the highlight is definitely this. I haven't played these games yet. Oh no. This scene is pretty cool. So, yeah, it's not horrible. Again, that scene is cool. I might put this in C. I think C is good for this. So, C. The Seiryu clan castle. Now this one has a bit more to it. A lot more to it, even. So, the boys go in. They're kind of greeted by a host, if you will, but then things go very wrong. So a couple of really cool moments here, or amusing ones, or funny ones, whatever. They get chased, they try to hide, and then they get this flawless plan. Where have they gone? There's quite a bit to like about this, actually. So, first of all, you have moments like this, and then you have moments where you find kind of hidden stuff. Not really hidden, but you know what I mean. If you go out of your way to explore every corner, you will get stuff. There's armor to be found. There's weapons. I don't know about weapons, but weapons, armor and accessories to be found. So, really cool stuff. And there's Namba. And then you have another scene later. Over here. This scene is still comical to me. Like, how? How do you do this? But then again, we did just talk about very realistic Yakuza moments, so this is nothing. So this happens. Adachi stays behind, almost dies as well. You son of a bitch. And then he gets tossed as well. And then they somehow grab him. And of course they have sharks down there. So yeah, as far as unique aspects go, I think this dungeon or fight did it pretty well. Like, the layout is all new. The action sequences that you see are pretty cool. And just overall, it's pretty fun to go through. So, I would put this in B. B... Here we go. Oh no. Escape the hideout. I feel like everyone is gonna say D, but maybe someone is gonna prove me wrong. Anyone? Who's gonna step up? Anybody? So my video of this is 41 minutes. 41 minutes! Listen, I love Jungi. This cutscene is fucking awesome, but this dungeon really, really drags on. And I mean, like, really drags on. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. If this is your first playthrough, chances are you're spending at least an hour down here. This video was on New Game Plus, I think. Even though it was on Legend, which, you know, is still fairly challenging on New Game Plus. Oh god, this really dragged on forever. The sewer theme also didn't help. I think this is the fight that made people sick of that theme, which is funny because I don't know, man. Like, listen, I love Yakuza 7, but I think even I'm not stupid enough to tell you like, oh, no, this is not D tier. But like, here's the thing, right? When it comes to grinding or whatever, when I do it by myself, when I'm not streaming, I don't really mind much. But if you're streaming that kind of stuff, it gets boring really quick. But then again, if you're a good streamer, which I'm not saying I am, you probably can make even watching dog poo-poo fun if you are that good at commentary. But anyway, I'm trying to speak about the fight on its own, or the dungeon on its own. And yeah, most people will probably put this in D, and I can understand. But anyway. Restaurant Row. So, I'm not sure if this is... I'm assuming this is talking about the moment leading up to the fight with Takabe. Which, if that's the case, I don't think it's anything special. Honestly, I might put this in D even. It's just whatever. The Kumijul Hideout. Now, this one has a bit more to it. It's not super good, but I think it's C at least. So, you follow Song-hui here. You get ambushed. And then you have to make your way to the headquarters of the Kumijul. It's okay. Like, you can wander around and find stuff as well, but I don't think it's anything too special. You know, I think if they gave... Oh, the Yagami stance, nice. I think if they gave each dungeon its own theme, it might have really elevated a lot of these dungeons higher on the list. But unfortunately, I think even this one just plays the generic dungeon theme. So, for what it's worth, C, I guess. Will you do a roundup of what game got the highest tiers in the end? Sure. I guess if you mean, like... which game got the most S tier entries, do you mean? Because I don't think there is... Well, Yakuza 6, actually. No, wait. There's no game that got more than one enter here, so far. I love the part where you play Where's Waldo with the Kumijul. Yeah. The hiding Kumijul guys gave me severe paranoia. Damn. So then we have the restaurant, the actual restaurant when you go in, where you fight the tiger. And we're not gonna count the fight with, what's his name, Lauma or Ishioda. I'm gonna separate those. So that... I don't think is also, like... I think it's not above C. It's good, but, it's just whatever. Though the music is really good. I forgot that they gave this its own music, which unique music when you explore and also unique music when you fight. So maybe for this reason I might actually put it in B. Like, it's really good compared to the other dungeons. The fact that you fight a tiger is cool. There's items to be found. Although I feel like they reused some of the stuff from Little Asia here, that restaurant in Yakuza 6, but that's fine. Reusing assets is no problem, right? You can try to get the average rating of the games. Sure, I think we can do that. But yeah, oh yeah, you get to fight in the kitchen as well, with the chefs. There we go. Big kitty. Flashbacks to that abomination we've seen in the randomizer. But yeah, I think B is okay for this. What do we think? Dealer Eri destroys the tiger in seconds. I think Han Jung-gi with his guns as well do a lot of damage. Okay. So. I'll put this in B. And then we have the Omi Alliance segment. Assuming we don't count Saejima and Majima, where do we put this? I don't think it's anything special, honestly. It's cool that Ichiban and gang get to infiltrate the Omi, but I didn't even count this as a long fight, actually. You just kind of sneak in. So we're not gonna watch a video of this. I'm actually thinking of C. Because again, you only fight if you get caught. If you don't get caught, I don't think there's a fight. There's one fight right before Saejima and Majima, but that's about it. Other than that, though, there's nothing. So yeah, I think C is not too bad. Again, this is not counting Saejima or Majima. Now the Millennium Tower, I think I will take this to S. Let me just put footage. Maybe... Is it surprising that I would put this in S? Or no? What do we think? Like, yeah, I know. RPG gameplay, l.u.n, how could you? Yakuza 7 shouldn't even be here, maybe. I don't know. But, listen. The soundtrack for this tower, peak. I love it. It's one of my favorite tracks of all time. Definitely one of my favorite tracks in all of the Yakuza. And, just the whole scene before this as well, where Ichiban looks at the tower and, like, it's Final Fantasy 7 like, with clouds and shit just gathering around the tower. Dark energy, the Dark Lord above or some shit. I love it. And honestly, like, going through the Millennium Tower usually is a good time by itself, right? But it's hard to believe how much the music carries this whole fight. It's so good. Never get sick of it. But I do think what you see as you go through the Millennium Tower as well is pretty cool. The stuff you find on the way, the enemies you fight. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just really... It does a good job at driving home that, you know, this is the final stretch. Be ready, it's gonna be difficult, and off you go. I love it. And what else is there to talk about? I guess this segment where you see the bar that Somiya was in is cool. And yeah, that's really it. The fact that you fight two hunks here at the end. But yeah, so because of that, S tier. The track carries this fight so hard. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the final Millennium Tower. I mean, it's good. It's the same thing basically, but I don't know. B? I don't know, it's kind of weird, honestly. Where would you put this? Would it be any different, or would it be the same? Maybe A is good. Because getting S twice, I think, is a little much. Yo, thank you for the super chat, Shin. Thank you, thank you. Hell yeah. He definitely would have played more games by the time 8 arrives. High A. D, because of all the sewer grinding. Goddamn. Okay, we are done with Yakuza 7. And now we move on to the spin-offs. Or whatever is available on the list. So, Judgment. Wait, is this the first one? Okay, the Kyohei clan. What do we think? Shioya's gang. I thought it was a pretty good fight, honestly. It's at least B tier. So... There we go. It had a lot of different places, I guess, and like moments like this. Yo, thank you, Shin. Thank you. Instant A. It's time to judge. Man, I can't wait to see just how many of the Judgment games end up on like either A or S. The dancing is hilarious. It is. A lot of the fights in Judgment in general are just really good. So then, is this the gun guy here? It is. Okay. There was, I think, one more moment. Now, the lockpicking and all that can just take itself out of the game, but there is a moment here with a grenade. Watch this. On the PS4, the frames really dip as well. How they didn't take any damage is beyond me. But yeah, I think this fight is really cool. I think at the very least it's a B for most people. I might put this in A. For now, at least. So, let's take that aside. And we'll put this in A. The grenade cutscene kept skipping itself on PC. It's really weird. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because it always does that for me as well. I don't know what's wrong with that. I never mean to skip it, and it just skips itself. Okay. Matsugane family, or better known as the Cane Man long fight. Do I really need to say anything? Easy S tier. Easy S tier. My god. I think I keep saying this in different ways, but Cane Man is like the successor to Hayashi. And oh man, there's no better successor. There we go. Yagami. So he has like 5 different phases in this whole long fight. And it's just really, really cool. I love it. So first of all, he starts with a knife. And then I think he shifts over to a cane. No, wait. Staff. Right. Or do you call that a staff? Yeah, it's not a halberd. That's something else. That's more like an axe staff. And then he goes into that staff, and then he goes on to... Was shotgun the next one? I think it was, yeah. Oh, spear. Thank you, thank you. I can't English today. Thank you so much. Spear. That's it. Right, so after the spear, my man just does that casually. This is, by the way, this is like the worst one, of course, for obvious reasons. You take mortal damage in this game, permanent HP loss, so you really want to be careful. You're likely to use your EX boost here, and probably every heat item, just so you don't take gun damage. And then... I think there's one more. No, the last one would be the... No, yeah, there's 2 more, actually. So here, it's... the Kali sticks. And then once you deal enough damage... he's like, alright, you little shit. Time for the sword again. Just... this guy walked in... impressed everyone, and then walked away. Well, kinda walked away. You can basically talk to him in some sub-stories and friendship events, but... I don't know, like, if you don't think that this is one of the more unique villains or bosses they've ever introduced, then I don't like to say this, but you're wrong. This is very easily an S tier fight, and I will always keep it there. So... next, we have Escape the Building. Pretty good fight, but I don't think this is S. This is maybe A or B. It's a bit of an escort mission, so, you know, We know how we feel about escort missions. I'd rather not do those. Hold on. So this place goes under fire, and you have to protect Matsugane. It's good. A lot of the Judgment Long fights really are really good, like beyond the other games. But compared to the other Judgment Long fights, I think this one might be on the lower side. This reminds me of the Little Asia Under Fire long fight from Yakuza 6. And then you fight, what's his name? Ozaki, I think. Yep. You fight him here, and then the floor breaks and you fight him again. Pretty cool stuff. And then of course you get the mole reveal, like the freaking badass just slaughter, if you will. He kills like, I don't know how many people. And it's just a really, really good segment overall. So it's either A or B. I don't know where to put it. I think we'll take it to A. A is good enough, right? Hold on. Okay. A, B... I think A isn't too harsh or unfair. And now we have Shono's Secret Lab. Now, as you know, Hangman is in here as well. Let me pull up the video. Wait, hold on a second, guys. Someone was ringing the doorbell, like, a lot. Okay, we're safe. So... what do we think of this fight? Compared to the other fights, I think one thing, at the very least, is very clear, right? The setting is very gloomy, even here, outside, before you go in. And then once you go in, of course, it's a horror game. Just... I want to put this on S, but I'm not sure about it, because Hangman already got S, and putting this one in S as well might be a bit overkill, or maybe not. I don't know how, like, I don't know where to even begin with this. This fight just has a very kind of grounded feel to it, like even by the standards of the other fights. It feels like an actual desolate junkie house, right? One that you would probably see in real life. And it's not a setting we usually get. You might argue that Shangri-La one is one, but this one has a more grounded feel to it because, I don't know, it feels like... No, I'm stumbling over my words, but I think this is a very good one overall. Just, it's very different. It has that going for it. And then you get this. Just disappears. Let me say though, seeing Hangman return like this was definitely hype for me. Like, one of the most unexpected returns ever. And then he just comes back. And also, we need to talk about this. This fucking room. Oh my god. This is brutal. And I love it. And the fact that you also have an achievement where if the timer is less than 10 seconds, I think, and you beat them, you get an achievement. That is... Whoever thought of that is a cruel, cruel person. Let me just say that. I don't know, like... You would think, okay, maybe... I don't know, beat them both within a minute or something. Like, try to be quick about it. But no, they're like, oh, beat both of them with just a few seconds remaining, because who cares about Segura? Yeah, you actually have to just stand and watch Segura for a bit if you want that achievement, in most cases. Hold on. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, and then you skip ahead a little bit, and then you see the man himself. I don't know, I'll give this props at least for really trying to be unique and different. And again, Hangman, that's a win in my book, so... let me take this to S. Judgment is the first game to have 2 S entries so far. Anyway. Escort Mafia. Another escort fight. I think I actually enjoy this one less than the fire one, but it's not bad. It's just a bit more annoying, I guess. But you get a dynamic intro, you get Kaito with you, and then it's good, but hold on. Escort fight straight to C. There we go. This was a really good intro. They didn't have to go this hard for an escort fight, but they did. You know, because of this alone, I want to put it above C. No, I think B is good for it. Like, even if it's an escort fight, it's... I mean, look at it. Yeah, the way Mafia heals you as well is pretty cool. It's not too bad. Maybe on Legend the last bit is annoying with like the 2 mini bosses and like the 5+ goons, but it's really not that bad. So B. Chase Koroiwa. Now this one is not super lengthy, I don't think, but it's very good. So the boys arrive in town, and then you beat these kind of undercover agents, I guess, on your way to the crime scene. And then again, it's not like it's like what, 4 minutes? 2 of these were like cutscenes, but it's still very good. I kind of wish it was longer somehow. Maybe just more enemies along the way or something like that. But it's really cool. This is the first time where all 4 of you fight together, right? Is it? You have this thing going on as well. And then you have the joke that made everyone lose their shit. Thank you for explaining, Kaito. Very cool. But yeah, very cool segment. I just wish it was longer. I don't think this is S. Maybe A is good. I think one of the main issues is just the length, really. It's really not that long. But other than that, very good. So... I think A is good. Or maybe... I was thinking of taking it to B because of the length, but I don't know. I think this is good for it. I'll just leave it there for the time being. Defeat the police. That title card. Okay, I think everybody can agree this is another S, and a very easy S at that. Let me just... The boys hold R1. Captured. Man, just a lot of goodness in this fight. Everyone fights alongside each other. Really good track. Final destination. And what else can I say? It's just really good. Really is. Yo, Big Boss, welcome. I will say though, the way the cops just pull a gun when you get them to half HP is kind of cheap, but it's nothing you can't deal with, I guess. It's not too bad. But yeah, good stuff overall. Really love this fight. What do we think? S tier? S tier, right? Okay, this game has 3 entries in the S tier now. Insanity. Anyway, I think with this we're done with Judgment. And now we can move on to Lost Judgment. So we'll see how that goes. Yup, Judgment already has 3 fights up there. Though honestly, no surprise. Okay, so what else do we have? The Yokohama Lumang. This does not include the Tesso fight. This is just after the Tesso fight. It's good, but it's nothing special. Or what do we think? Let me just show it here. This is where... Oh god, I just realized. I'm sorry about the audio. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your ears. We're good now. So the boys come to the rescue and you escape with them. I think it's good, but it's not like... I don't think it's A tier even. B is good. Who's gonna pay for Tesla's window? True. So... let's put that in B. I think B is good. Yes, but Lost Judgment. True. Defeat Akatsu. Now we're getting to the good stuff. So... this is a fairly lengthy one. Lost Judgment in general doesn't have many long battles. It's like 3. And a bit more if you count the Kaito files. So, first thing I'm gonna say, this is a brand new place. Like an apartment complex. And I think it's really cool for a location. And you just like kind of go down from there until you get to like the what do you call it, the back of the building or the side of the building, whatever. Really cool fight. You fight Akutsu twice here in total, and I don't know where to put it, honestly. I think it's either A or S, but I don't know. Love how Kawana just ditches us. Yeah. Where would you guys put this? I see a lot of S. It is a really good fight overall. Anything with fog is worthy of S. Alright, S it is. There we go. And then... oh boy. The ultimate long battle. So as we just mentioned, Lost Judgment really doesn't have that many long battles, but man, they make up for it in this one last long battle. The one with Akutsu is really good, the Lumang one is okay, but this one is peak. It's peak in every sense of the word. It's definitely probably the longest long battle at all. Maybe it's up there, definitely. But if you count the segments where you stop and like do parkour, I guess, or if you investigate, this is definitely like the longest one. But if you don't count that, it's still a good contender because look at the length. In this video, I cut or trimmed those segments out of the video, and it's still 33 minutes. So it's very, very long. They mention like there being 100 enemies outside here, and it really does feel like you do go through 100 enemies. It's not just them saying, oh, there's a lot of guys, but you only fight like 10 enemies in the cutscene. No, you actually fight a lot of enemies here outside alone. So you fight a lot of them here, and, you know, there being rain, and the remix of Final Destination, and just the Lost Judgment combat being as good as it is, this is... like, just the fight outside. If there was nothing inside, for example, like if you just fought here all the time and then you went into the final boss or something, this still would be a peak long fight. It's so good. This is... I mean, Lost Judgment has a lot of ways for you to really have fun with this, with the fighting styles, but I do think this is one of those moments where it peaks. You just have a lot of enemies and you just do everything. You can do a lot of things here. Juggle, chain attacks or whatever. I mean, it's just so good. It's so good. Do we give it its own tier? You know what? It does deserve that, doesn't it? What do we call it? Forklift tier. Let's go. Floppa tier. Floppa approved. Oh wait, did I edit? Oh wait, goddammit. I'm typing like a boomer right now. Okay, so... forklift tier. There we go. So, we put this in here. We good? And then... so we're done with the main campaign of Lost Judgment now. We still have the Kaito files. Let's see. The Kaito file stuff, I think, does not... it's good. But the main campaign has a lot better stuff, in my opinion. So, let's see. First of all, we have this segment here. So you fight these guys and then you sneak in. And then you have a bit more fights along the way. It's one of those like segments that you might not call a long fight, but it also kind of is. So I just decided to make it one. And I think on the list it is one as well. Oh god, not the buffering. Well, it doesn't really have much anyway, so let's just... I think there's a bit of stealth. You make it to the top, there's a couple more goons, and then there's a katana boss. B? Like, it's good, but it's really not that special. And then we have Rescue Mikiko in the hotel. What do we think of this one? I think this one, at the very least, is A tier. It's not long, unfortunately, but the place is really cool. I think they really could have done more with this, which, if they did, this would have been an S tier, but it's not. So you go in here, and it's very reminiscent of Yakuza 3. So, for example, if they made it so that you actually can barge into rooms like Yakuza 3, my goodness. That probably would have made it S tier. Father Devilian, will you do a Yakuza drip tier list on another day? I've had someone mention that idea before, and yeah, maybe. Is there a tier list of that already, or did no one make it? I have to know. So yeah, this place is cool. Not top tier though, because it is missing a few stuff. So A? It is better than the last one, so... And then we have the last one for the Kaito files. And this one is pretty lengthy. It's like 20 minutes. It's pretty good. You fight the blue hair guy like a couple times. And then there is also some sneak segments down the line. But then there is one room in particular. I think this is like the climax of the fight, if you will. There's just a shit ton of enemies, a few guns, and it might be a bit easy to die here, maybe. But yeah, really good stuff in this fight overall. The hotel, of course, is brand new. You kinda see the outside of it in Yakuza 7, but everything here is brand new, and I love it. And yeah, like there's stuff to find as well, like items scattered, armor as well, or accessories. So really good stuff. But I don't think this is S tier. This might go to A as well. Which, because of that, I might take the previous one, the hotel one, to B tier. Because putting that on the same tier as this is not fair. So... let me put that down here. And then let me put this up here. You know what? This goes down to C. Because it is good, but I think the hotel one is better. Have you done an OST tier list? I don't think I did. I did get requests for that, though. Question is, would it be every single soundtrack? Or would it be, just like, I don't know, final boss themes or something? Because if it is all soundtracks, then we're spending days here. Okay, the last game we have here is Ishin. And for that, I will be using footage of the original, because I still didn't upload footage of the remake. So... Now, the first fight, of course, is at the very beginning of this game. Notable bosses? What do you mean, a list of notable bosses? Sad sub-story music is triple S tier. True. Leon, can you do a playthrough of Kenzan at 100k subs? I already have one. It's just with commentary. Are you talking about no commentary? I did one about a year or two ago. But yeah, this fight is actually pretty good for being the first one. The music is good. The... what else? I guess the exploration is also good. There is a quick time event somewhere here. Oh, there we go. This one. Pretty good overall, but it's nothing special, I feel like. So this might be B. Will you join the Yakuza at 100k subs? Oh yeah, just wait for it. Right, so let's put this in B. Now, what do we have? Break through the ambush. Wait, what? Oh, this is with Date. Okay. Sorry, I don't know their, like, Asian names for most of them. So I just say their actual main game names. So, this one... I like the moonlight that you can see here. It's cool. But I don't think it's really special. I don't know. I might have told you guys, but even with original Ishin, like, you know, the remake has issues, obviously. But I don't think I really prefer the original, like, that much more. It's just, it's fun. The remake has its own fun as well to be had, but anyway, I guess this also goes to be Ishin itself is a pure B tier game. I would probably put it there too. I don't know if this is an appropriate time to talk about Ishin, but I do feel like the game was a little overhyped. Maybe that's where a lot of the disappointment stems from. Okay, the Ikidaya raid, where Kanai got replaced by Shimano. So let me put that. Any second now. YouTube. Any second. Ta-da. Okay, there we go. So in the original, you had YouTube. Come on, damn it. Oh my goodness. I don't... In my opinion, a lot of the long fights in this game just don't really feel that different from each other. You're usually like raid a building or you have to like escape a place. And it's really hard to kind of evaluate some of the stuff. There we go. Oh, dude, stop buffering. Holy. YouTube. Look at him. He looks fine, doesn't he? Took a hit like a champ. Want to say I love the set on the music you're using here. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, the remake definitely had issues. But I think the core game, or the base game itself, really wasn't anything exceptional. Anyway, there he is. So that's Kanai here. It's kind of weird seeing him with this body, but in the remake, it's Shimano, since they changed some of the faces. It's, I don't know, like... I feel like I'm just gonna put Ishin entries wherever, because, like, I don't really have anything that I'm really fond of in this game. I'm torn between putting this in C or D. I don't know which one to go with. YouTube is not having a good time, and I apologize for that, guys. Hold on. Okay. I have a lot of stuff in B. So I guess... let's put this in C. Find Sengoku. This is basically the Golden Castle version, or the Asian version of the Golden Castle from Yakuza 2. So... what do we have here? Did the Asian remaster flop financially? We don't know. But I doubt it really did that badly. Because compared to where the franchise was a few, like, not even a few years ago, several years ago, it is in a much better place. I doubt that it really flopped. But, yeah, you get to go to Sengoku's castle here. I would probably put this in B. There is a segment here, I think at the bottom. Oh yeah, there's kind of a geisha place, I think, over here, but you don't fight any of them like you do in Yakuza 0. And then there's a turret segment. We love turrets, right? They were like, okay guys, Sengoku had a turret in Yakuza 2. Let's also bring one in this game. And this is how it is. I mean, look at the damage I'm dealing here as well. It's not really that much. But then again, I did make a mistake when I played the original Ishin of not upgrading my weapons. Upgrading your weapons definitely is very important in the original Ishin as well. You don't have to, but you will have an easier time. Or a more difficult time if you don't. But yeah, so that is Sengoku's fight. Oh yeah, one more thing to show. Over here at the final segment, in the Kiwami version of Ishin, you faced two guys like this, but I think one of them is like abnormally huge, like not even like, you know what I mean. He's like Hulk basically in this room, which is very interesting. I don't know why they did that, but hey, it's a thing. Like, I don't even know if I want to particularly call it bad, but it's just weird. And I don't know how else to put it. I don't know if I like it or not. But it's a very curious thing. But yeah, look at how much damage I'm taking here. It's a lot. And I don't think this was even on Legend. This was on Hard, if I remember right. But yeah, this was a thing. They made one of them a giant in the Ishin Kiwami version. I might put this in B, I guess. Oh god, the next one I fucking despise so much. You guys have no idea. Hold on. Find Sakamoto Ryoma. Pretty sure this is the one where the last fight you have in this whole segment is the guy with the basket, right? I hate this fight so much. You guys have no idea how much I suffered through this in the original. I hate it. I don't want to go back to it, and I hate it. Here we go. I think this was it. No? Hold on. The place where you fight like 3 bosses. Yeah, this one. Oh my god. I absolutely hated this room. Or wait, is it? Maybe I'm thinking of another fight. Yeah, no, I think that's another fight. Honestly, I don't even remember much of this fight. It's... See what I mean, by the way? A lot of the fights in this game just feel the same. I don't think... I don't know, man. I just think... Ishin really... I don't know, man. A lot of things about it just weren't very distinctive. It's okay. I guess I'll put this in C. Just dump everything in B or C. Shh, don't tell chat my plan. So this will go to C. Okay, reach the Emperor. Okay, this one is actually good. This might be like the one fight that I will say might be above B tier. The one where you storm the castle, or the fort, or whatever you want to call it, and with you is Okita. This one is really good. I like it. What do we think of this one? This is probably the most unique one out of all of them. Maybe the last one as well, but this one definitely felt the most different. So you go here, and you fight through this big place. There's like armies kind of situated in one place. There's turrets, and then when you get into the castle itself, there's a lot of traps. There's a lot of like really contraptions that are cool. Hold on. So I think there's a turret segment here where you had to kind of close this distance bit by bit. Yeah, just like this. Sure, I guess. But then I think past this point, you... Was it? Wait. Oh yeah, you can use it as well. Where was the big bridge? Maybe it was past here. But yeah, you can use the cannons as well to kind of shoot them. Might have skipped it, but yeah, when you get inside, you have a corridor with just a lot of traps like this, and you have to be careful. See, this kind of thing I do appreciate. It's different. It's not just the same old, oh, you're in a narrow building, fight all these, like, samurai, and be done with it. I might put this in A. Like, S is... I don't know. I feel like I've been saying this over and over, but... S is just stuff that are really special to my heart. Or have a special place in my heart. This is really good, though. It really is. So, we'll put this in A. Okay. Burning of Kyo. Would you even count this as a long battle? I don't think I have it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't. So... Like, this includes what? The Aizawa fight? It's okay. It's nothing really notable in my opinion. Oh god, okay, this is it. This fucking piece of shit here. I hate this fight so much. You have no idea. Hold on. I guess if you're prepared, it's not an issue. But listen, when you do a tier list, chances are you will kind of try to base some of your experiences and how much of a good time you had with something or how much of a bad time you had with something. I don't think the Kiwami version was... I don't think I had as bad of a time with the Kiwami version. But my god, the original one, I did not have a good time here. And it is my fault. But, like, I can't just erase that experience, you know what I mean? I had an inventory full of heals. And by the time I was done, I think all of my heals were gone. Hold on, where's the fight? There we go. So this fucking fight. 3 generals, or whatever you want to call them. Like at least 2 of them are armored, and I think at this point of the game, when I was playing, I had like one of the starting weapons. It was not fun. And I really didn't want to sink too much time into figuring out the crafting system, because that's a whole beast on its own, and especially given that this game was not localized yet, I had to look at guides, which you guys might know I have no problem looking at that stuff. I played pretty much every single game in Japanese, no problem at all. But I really did not have a good time with this fight. I hated it. I mean, look at me. I'm just getting tossed around. And look at my heals. You saw them like a minute ago, and they were like full. I think this had to have been like my 3rd, 4th attempt at doing this fight. And it just... I got lucky, eventually. And didn't finish all of my heals. So, that's cool. Are you gonna add like a Dragon Gaiden long fights to this list when you play the game? I would, but this is not my list. Maybe the creator will do that eventually. But yeah, this fight goes to D tier for me. Maybe the idea is cool, but I did not have a good time with this, so it just stays there. Yeah, monies. Okay, the last fight. Head to the castle. What's it called? The Kochi Castle. I think at the very least, this is a B tier fight. So, Ryoma and his friends gather together, and they head for the castle to stop, what's his name? Takechi, with the power of love. It's cool. Like, it definitely is one of the longest, long battles as well. This is like almost 32 minutes. The Lost Judgment one seems to be longer still, though. You get to fight a few bosses on the way. Every time you fight a boss, someone stays behind. I think the first one to stay behind is Saejima, and then Majima. Oh, no, wait, and then I can't fucking think of the names. And then Mine stays behind, and then, where's Richardson? And then at the very last bit, Majima holds the fort with Richardson here. Which, let me just say, whoever thought of putting Richardson as a British arms trader, they need a raise. This was so cool. I love it. And something funny that I noticed about the English release is that almost all of these goons have names starting with A. So it's almost as if whoever was picking out the names for these goons literally went to Google and typed like English names and found a list starting with an alphabet order and then just picked all of the A names. Go and check it out. It is that way, trust me. So yeah, this fight is pretty cool. I don't know where I'd put it. It's either B or A. I might actually prefer the Shogun long battle. But overall, they're both pretty good. I just don't know if I would put this side to side with what's it called? The other the Shogun fight or not. Let's see. Would you guys put them side by side, or is one of them higher for you? I don't know. I'm trying to be as fair as I can. I think this is not too bad anyway. I hated the giant guy in the remake. Yeah, a lot of people did. Understandable. So this is it. No more entries. For the time being, this is what we have on the list. Maybe it's gonna get expanded later. We can revisit it maybe, if it does. And yeah, for the time being, I think this'll have to do. Now, some of you asked me to kind of go over the stuff that I ranked at the top, I think, and wanted me to mention which one kind of stuck the most, I guess. And surprisingly, it seems like Judgment has the most entries in S. Not Lost Judgment, because, I mean, Lost Judgment doesn't really have that many long fights. Though it comes close. There's 2 of them, basically. Judgment has 3 entries in S tier. So, the Cane Man fight, the Secret Lab, the Hangman fight, and then the last one, at the hospital. I think it really comes off as no surprise. It feels like almost every tier list, where every game is involved, the Judgment stuff is just going to be at the top, right? The Judgment games really spoiled us. There's a lot of good stuff in those games, and it's just insane how good those games are. And hopefully we get more Judgment goodness in the near future. The Judgment sweep, yeah. Ishin seems to be the worst rated one. Yeah. Yeah. Either that or 7, surprisingly. But it's kind of weird because, like I said, ranking 7 is kind of difficult because of the different genre, but at the same time, it is possible. It just might not be fair, I guess. But I did try. There are some really good dungeons or long fights in 7, regardless. But yeah, this is my list. Hold on. Just gonna move the webcam in case you guys want to see the full list. And yeah. So, we spent like almost 4 hours talking about this. It's been really fun. I really like when I do streams where I just talk about, you know, anything Yakuza or non-Yakuza related. I don't think I did a stream where I talk about something non-Yakuza related, though. Tier lists are always fun to do. There's definitely going to be more of them. And I just hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. I do want to do some stuff that I have in mind. I still need to finish Sky 3, and I need to, well, I don't need to, but I did want to make a long video again. But also, I don't know. There's a lot of ideas, fellas. I wanted to make a long video, like a really long video, an essay kind of video, but not about Yakuza. and I want to see how that does. So I don't know. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that soon or anytime, you know, soon, but I do want to do something like that. So Trails, the Sky Saga bosses tier list. Yeah, that is gonna be very. That's gonna be a big list. Regarding Trails, Reverie is so much cheaper on Switch than on Steam. Really? Huh. Is it Trails related? Maybe. But yeah, this was really fun. And if you want to give this a try, by the way, you or your friends or anyone, if you want to share the tier list, the link is in the description. You can do it for fun in your own free time, or discuss it with a friend and then cringe at their picks or laugh at their picks or agree with your picks, whatever. So go ahead and knock yourselves out. This has been a lot of fun, fellas. I'm gonna call it here. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next, but we'll decide on that once the time comes. For the time being, though, Resident Evil rankings. I want to do that, but I feel like I can't do it as its own separate stream. We'll see, though. Every goon from Yakuza tier list. But yeah, anyway, you guys take care. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Thank you so much for joining and hanging out. It's been fun. I really like doing this kind of stuff and just talking to you guys and chilling. Thank you guys so much. It's been a blast. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.